Download the NFL Fantasy app today.
It's time once again for the Harman Solar 1580 The Fanatic NFL Fan Pick'em Contest. Set your picks each week and see if you are this season's best game picker. Play against the Fanatic Air Staff. Play against your fellow listeners. First prize is $1,580. Second place is $500. Thanks to our great friends at Harman Solar. The Harman Solar 1580 The Fanatic NFL Fan Pick'em Contest. From your home for the NFL, playoffs, and Super Bowl in the Valley. 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
NASCAR Championship weekend is back at Phoenix Raceway. Drivers will put it all on the line to claim NASCAR greatness. The Truck Series Championship kicked things off Friday night under the lights.
We're going to tear it up tonight.
Followed by an action-packed Saturday, where fans will witness an ARCA and Xfinity Series Championship doubleheader.
Yes.
Don't miss out on the action November 4th and 5th. Get your tickets now for NASCAR Championship weekend at PhoenixRaceway.com or call 866-408-RACE.
When it comes to covering the high school sports scene in Arizona, AZ Preps 365 has all the answers. Every Saturday morning from 8 until 10, they break down games, interview the newsmakers, talk with coaches from around the state, and stay up to date with what's happening with prep athletes and breaking news from the Arizona prep scene. It's AZ Preps 365, 8 till 10 Saturday mornings on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic, and always on at 1580thefanatic.com.
Hey guys, it's Stephen McCollum from the main event here on 1580 The Fanatic. And if you haven't heard, the show is now noon to 2 p.m. Monday through Friday. NFL preseason is on its last week. Updates, who gets cut, and any moves around the league and with the Cardinals. D-back season continues. Young guys are getting their shot, and we'll keep you updated. College football kicks off with week 0. Let's start looking into the season, and NASCAR playoffs are around the corner. So join me, Stephen McCollum, on the main event, Monday through Friday, noon to 2 p.m. here on 1580 and 99.3 FM, The Fanatic.
KQFN Tempe.
Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM.
And K240U Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
All right, people, settle down.
Because it's time.
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's Tuesday here on the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. Got Keon Rose there in the control room, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580, as we broadcast live in the Harman Solar Studios in Scottsdale. Today, ladies and gentlemen, is a national, I got that wrong. Friday's National Dog Day. I don't know what today is. Today is... Jeffrey O'Brien is back on the radio day. What are your other 2 wishes? All right. Yeah, I guess the Friday is National Dog Day. I guess I didn't read this clear enough here in the United States. And so actually it's good that I'm telling you this now because you can plan ahead. You know, Krispy Kreme Donuts is unleashing a special line of donuts for dogs.
Oh, no kidding.
I bleep you not. Krispy Kreme's Doggy Donuts includes 6 donut-shaped biscuits inspired by, of course, various donuts. They'll be available on Friday, but only while supplies last. They're not making dog treats, next to their normal donuts, so don't worry. You're not going to accidentally get one, but they're being made by a company that bakes pet treats called Huds and Toke. That don't sound like a couple stoners. Not at all. I guess there's dog-friendly stuff in there. There's no chocolate, there's no whatever. So they're going to have little bandanas for your dog too.
Nice. I'll see if I can awaken the Wonder Dog.
You don't have to have him with you. You can just go down there and get it. I think he'd look good in a Krispy Kreme bandana. It's good for chubby dogs. I think. I don't know. Is Cecil chubby or?
He's very fit,
lean and mean. I feel like a Krispy Kreme donut bandana should go on a fat dog.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because maybe I'll get one for me.
Yeah. Oh, come on now, Randy. You're no dog. So I have something that's probably going to put you in a bad mood. How is your mood, Randy?
My mood is great. You're back. You're feeling good.
Yeah.
The 3 of us are back together. We've got a big remote broadcast this Friday and Saturday. I'm fired up. What do you mean?
Yeah. So, Buddy the dog did the draft order of pick video. And
So
what
I'm
we did is-
last again. Just
You
cut to
are.
the chase.
You're
I'm
last.
again.
You are, but I'll tell you what, it's not
No.
fair for that to happen to you twice.
Yeah,
It's
well.
happened to me. It's happened to you.
Yeah. No,
So
I'll
there-
take it just as it is. I'll
No,
take
there's-
it.
there's-
No, I'll take it just as it is, Jeffrey.
I don't want this to happen to you.
We're not redoing this.
I've had it. You've had it. Or I had 11th. I think I had 11. So
No, you
Yeah,
got dead last.
did I? Did I?
I
can't
was
remember.
11th
that's
last
right.
year.
And you did that to me. It was
No.
when Randy did the.
No,
He picked
I
out
did.
the thing.
I did nothing of
Yes,
the.
you did. It was when you.
I
picked.
just.
It's true.
It was when I picked, but there was no monkey business going on here.
Oh, I didn't say it was monkey business, but your hand is the one that grabbed mine last, so you
Uh-huh.
did that to me.
Hmm.
And so Buddy the dog did that to you.
Yeah, I'm
so
last.
here's the thing, Randy. I will trade you my pick if you want.
No.
There is another solution.
No.
Keon has never had the last pick. I think Keon should trade his pick with you.
I've only had one pick.
No,
You shut your mouth, Keon.
No,
It's not right. It's just not right.
I've said no about 100 times. I'll take last, and by God, I will take last, and I'll be proud of it.
So here's the deal. You can see the video. Now, here's what we did. We took 12 Uno cards because remember, the Premier League has 12 teams. All the other Blender leagues only have 10.
Mm-hmm.
And so for your regular leagues, we're just discard the 11th and 12th one, and there's your order. But I'm going to be going through and personally putting through everybody's order, which, by the way, that's a pain in the ass to do. To try to keep I got to enter everybody's names in, and then I got to move everything around, and I got to do it like 11 times. So back to what I'm saying. We took Uno cards and we put them in tiles, just like we did before with my old dog Callie, and I shot it from up top. And my wife held the dog back by the doggy door, like in the kitchen. So the dog had to go a ways. There's no way he was pushed into a certain direction or another.
Mm-hmm.
You very well could have had like the second or third pick, Randy, if he'd gone dead center, but he went over to the left.
Mm-hmm.
If you watch the video, you'll see there's no hanky panky with it at all.
How did you come up with the numbering of who would have what number?
Good question.
Is it? Yeah,
it's already established in every league. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So our finishing
to
from
bottom.
the last season, is that what determined what number we were?
Not at all. Not at all. It's just where you are on the list. And then I took those numbers in the Uno cards and I shuffled them, and then placed them 1, 2, 3, left to right, going closest to where the dog was back. So boom, 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 boom. Like I said, if you look at the video and it's on my Twitter,
there was absolutely no chance that I would ever get number one. No,
no. Well, there was no chance you'd probably get number one unless you walked past the first row and ate one.
Exactly.
But you had a chance for like second or third.
Yeah.
The fact that the dog did a circle.
You realize since you talked me into doing this 4 years ago, I have been last. I have been seventh.
Yeah.
I have been
Seventh
ninth,
isn't bad.
and I have been last again.
Seventh isn't bad. Speaking of which, Keon, you're picking seventh. Yeah, turn on your mic. James.
There you go. Yep, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with that. I mean, it could have been
Well,
better,
here's
but
the
it could have
thing
been
with
worse.
12, though, Keon. I don't know if you know that because we do this. What do we call it? Viper
Snake.
Snake
Draft. He goes.
I
back
get
and forth.
at 12, and then I get another pick.
I know because I picked 11th last year, and you took my Matthew Stafford, Randy. That's my point. You were right in front of me on that snake draft.
See what I do first round this time.
All right. So here's the thing. My wife was involved. There's no shenanigans or anything like that. And I wish that I didn't get, but I got the number 2 pick.
Of course you did.
Rosalie got the number 4 pick. Which
of course
really
she did.
Bad for everybody because I mean, people who get the 4th pick a lot of times win the whole damn thing.
And she's an expert, so that's not helping either.
But the good news is, there's really good news and then there's good news. Which one do you want first?
That's
good news.
Good news, yeah.
Ralph from Harmon Solar's got the 10th pick. But the really good news is Berg is picking first. The Berg gets the first pick in the Premier League draft.
What the
now,
hell does the Berg get this sort of? Didn't he pick number 1 last year?
He was I shuffled. No, he didn't. I don't think he did. But yes, I have the number 2 pick, and then Baby got Dak, then Rosalie, then Moist One, ID Natius, Marcus, Hogbox. Anyways, nobody cares about the Premier League pick, and people only are going to care about their leagues. So understand something. I know that I'm going to get tons of emails about this because if they didn't hear this part of the show, but I'm going to be inputting the draft league order into everybody's leagues tonight. So you won't have to ask. It'll be okay. So Berg says, yeah, who has the number 2 pick in Premier League so I can plan my draft around them? Oh, brother. See, now the nice thing is for you, Keon, he's now going to start hacking me.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I'm no longer in a position where he's worried about me at all. So.
And sorry, Berg, I ain't no shrinking violet, so you better plan hard. Mars Bar is 805 says, help. Happy welcome back, Jeffrey, and happy Taco Tuesday, too. Enjoy the Murray work week, Jeffrey. You know, short week, right, Randy?
It is a short week. Yeah.
Get this Raider fan in 805, please. Donnie says, I still don't understand the numbers. Well, you also don't understand how the damn league works. Can I just tell you guys of a problem we've been having? We have a problem where, remember when I said, if you want to play in our fantasy football leagues, send an email to blender@1580fanatic.com. Well, some older gentlemen didn't get this. And then there was Donnie. Here's what it is. If you were in a league last year, you're still in a league. All you have to do is go log into your daily Blender league, which should be bookmarked. And there you are. But then I ended up the guy saying, wait, I'm in this league and that league. And like I said, generally older gentlemen. And then Donnie. Donnie, you're way too young to be making that mistake. But so far, because of that, now that we look at this, I now have 3 openings. I got an opening in League 2, an opening in League 9, and an opening in League 11. So we only need 3 more people, and then all those leagues are filled. But that's all right. If somebody else comes along and wants to, we will start up another league. But right now, I need at least 3 new players. So blender@1580thefanatic.com. That's the email address. And if you try to get in and you're like, wait, I haven't gotten in yet. Where's my invite? Well, then send me another email and we will sort that thing out. Raven Kid says, hey, Jeffrey, how do you know what card represented your pick in relation to the draft? Well, because on the screen from top to bottom, and this is how it's done from my screen. Your screen may show a different order, but from my screen, everybody's order is, always the same for me. So if you're not the first person up there, if you're always the first person at the top of your list, that's not the way my computer sees it. So that's how I just identified who was who. Then it was put onto the Uno cards, shuffled, put down, and then the dog grabbed it. And whatever number correlated to your, well, that's where you're going to pick. So you're just going to have to trust me on this. I'm not screwing with everybody else's drafts. I did not do shenanigans on our draft. It's just, this is the way it turned out. So I'm going to input everything later. So that's all you have to worry about.
This is my suggestion for next season.
Okay.
and this is not sour grapes on my part. I'm just suggestion.
Yes.
Next season.
Yeah.
I think once you shuffle all the numbers,
then the names on them.
Yeah, you put the names on, but you move them to different parts of the squares so that they're not in any specific order.
Well, these weren't. These were not in order. If you watch the video, go watch the video and you'll see how we did it.
I already watched the damn video.
Well, the numbers are all scattered because we shuffled the deck.
Yeah. Well,
so I don't understand what you're trying to say.
Trying to get me out of the bottom half of the damn draft. That's what I'm trying to do, is get me up to the top half of the damn draft.
I'll tell you what, Randy. I'll tell you what. You hang with us. You keep going with this.
Yeah.
We will see if everyone in the Premier League will agree, since this has happened to you twice.
Yeah.
To just let you have the first pick.
I want the 12th pick, and I'm going to stand by it, and I'll be a man of honor.
I said next year.
I will take the damn 12th pick, and I'll be a man of honor.
I just said we could do that for you next year, but okay.
Oh, all right.
Boomer Sooner says, wow, I guess I need to accept that I'm a Boomer Sooner, the old guy. This calls for a beer and a shot, please. I said older gentleman.
Oh.
That could be like right within my range. No Show says, so is there a Harmony Solar Pick'em this year?
Harmon Solar Pick'em.
Are you just joining us, No Show?
It's Harmon Solar Pick'em. Yeah.
Of course there is. Go to 1580thefanatic.com. You'll see a graphic right there for it. Click on it. All the information is right there. If you were in it last year, you're in it again this year. Go log in and get ready for it. Dick Whiskers says, I want in, please. Okay, send me an email, blender@1580thefanatic.com. NFL Blitzer says, good day, gents. Hey, listen, Randy, I went 3 straight years of the last pick. And guess what I did? I won all 3 years.
Well, there's no chance in hell that I'm going to win anything. A, I don't win. B, I will take the 12th pick and be a man about it.
I find that hard to believe, NFL Blitzer. Or were you in a league where if you won the league, you had to get the last pick the next year? Is that what it is? Because in a random way, the fact that happens 3 years in a row is also almost mathematically impossible. Raven Kid says, hey, from what I saw, I got shafted with the 10th pick then. Tough. Still got to win, though. Well, again, Raven Kid, how it showed up on my screen might have been different how it showed up on your screen. So, the league order may be different when I put it into your system. So I don't know. He says, I find it hard to believe those 3 spots in 3 different leagues will stay open longer than today and tomorrow due to how many people do listen. Yeah, I agree. And, we always get people popping up right away when we talk about it. It's just, then I'm never sure if they found their way in. I can't sit there and look at everything. By the way, you are not allowed to be in more than one league. If you are in more than one of our daily Blender fantasy football leagues, I will find you. And I will delete you from all leagues if you don't step up and tell me right now and tell me which league you want to be in so I can get you out of the other. We don't want no shenanigans. You can't be in more than one Daily Blender Fantasy Football League. Berg says, I see no issues.
Of course
with the number 1 pick in the 2023 draft.
Oh,
that's what I suggest.
Thanks, Bird.
He says, damn it, Jeffrey's at 2. Fifth letter says, how do we see our picks? I'm late. You just wait till the night and I'll put it all together for you.
Yeah. Welcome back. Back, pal.
NFL Blitzer says no random drawings for 3 straight years. No lie, hand on the Bible. Oh, he's saying no, just random drawings, 3 straight years. The fact you won from the 12th position is impressive, NFL Blitzer. Which league are you in with us right now? Because I wouldn't want to play against that guy. Big George says, hello, gentlemen. Happy Tuesday. Jeffrey, glad to see you back. You know what pick I have in Blender? No, I don't know yet. Can you guys just wait? I'm not going to sit there. I got over like 120 people in leagues. Why do you think I can't? I've been having a hard time tracking people's silliness.
People want to do mock drafts. People want to get out there and do their research. And
you can wait till I put it in tonight.
See what they're going to be picking at their position. I already know. I'm 12. I'll be picking 12.
Well, I regardless of what you think, Randy, I'm going to put it to the Premier League, and we'll take a vote. And if the majority says Randy White gets the number 1 pick in next year's draft because of being hosed the last couple of years, then that is going to happen whether you like it or not.
I think if I win the league this year, which I'm not going to. I mean, come on. Everyone's going to have a good chuckle at that at my expense. I mean, come on. I'm going to win. That's the funniest thing. Hey, anyway, if I win, I should get the number 1 overall pick.
Hey, mark this time and date, because if he actually does win, I want to play this clip. So mark the time and date, Keon. Boomer Sooner says, Jeffrey, I'm guessing this might be your last year to run this fiasco at the Blender. You're getting tired of the repetition, aren't you? No, not at all. Well, I mean, if it's my last year doing the league, that means it's my last year being on the show. I mean, we'll see about that.
It's only Tuesday, man.
Yeah. I mean,
Labor Day is the next holiday.
Who knows what could happen by Friday? The Lock says, Premier League filled? I'm kind of a Premier League guy. Are you in the Premier League? No, because if you're not, then you're not a Premier League guy. You got to win your league to get in there. Charlie Boy says, hi, guys. Randy, at least this year's draft party, our dance will have no controversy between you and me.
Mm-hmm. No, that's true.
Charlie's coming.
It's true, Charlie. It's true.
Big George says, "Gotcha, Jeffrey. Thanks." By the way, incarcerated person texted in yesterday, so he's still around. Is incarcerated person in one of the leagues? I think he should join. Will by what? Carrier pigeon? He can't. He doesn't have access to the a computer for that. He told us before that when they play fantasy football in the Gray Bar Hotel there, that they do it on paper, and there's a guy who like gets the newspaper kind of thing. So yeah, 888-368-1580. Listen, we've taken way too long on this, which I should have known better because Blender. So are we clear on this? So Friday, we got a remote broadcast. That's right. The Fanatic is at Dave & Buster's in the Tempe Marketplace.
Yeah, man, we're going to have some fun. I can't wait.
Noon 2, it's the main event. 3 to 6, it's the Daily Blender. Straight up remote. You can come by and say hi. It'll be fun to see you. But Saturday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., it's another Daily Blender special remote broadcast right before we draft all the leagues at the same time at 1:30. We are not drafting the Premier League until Sunday at 1:30 p.m.
Sunday at 1:30 p.m.
Yes,
okay.
Because I don't want to replay of Boogie screwing with me as I'm trying to draft.
Boogie.
And we're going to be busy, and it's better for us to be able to hang out with everybody and have a good time and not to worry about our own draft.
Yeah.
So that's happening this Saturday at 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Then 1:30 p.m. we draft, and we just party on until we're done with it. Any questions?
Can't wait. No. What time can I get? Can we go there right now and just start partying now?
We could, but I think our wives could have something to say about it. They close at a certain time. They're not open 24 hours. I mean, they might make an exception to, as long as we clean up after ourselves.
I think Miss Kim would probably join me out there. Yeah. She's going to be there Friday and Saturday, by the way.
Oh, awesome. Be great to see her.
Yeah.
NFL Blitzer says, should I join a league? Hell yeah. We got spaces. I just told you guys.
3 spaces.
We've got 3 spaces to fill to make sure all our leagues are set. There's a space in League 2, one of the older leagues that we have, 9, and our brand new one, 11. So let me know, NFL Blitzer. I'll get you in there. Blender at 1580thefanatic.com. And then I guess since there has also been confusion, go to 1580thefanatic.com for not just the Dave & Buster's remote information, but also click on the Harmon Solar link for the Pick'em contest. Some great prizes, and I can't announce it yet, but even bigger prizes are getting attached to that right now, too. We're very excited about that. I can't wait to tell you. And then I've got another thing I'd like to announce that I can't because I'm not allowed to yet. So I know secrets, and I can't wait to tell everybody. But so, yes, NFL Blitzer, Blender at 1580thefanatic.com, and I'll get you in the league. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, I know we have a metric load of NFL to talk about. It's getting to be that time of year. But I think what we have to do is go through a whole lot of other sports first before we start. It's kind of like, you don't go right to the dessert when you're eating. You know what I mean?
Well, I do.
You eat the meal and then you eat dessert. So we're going to eat the meal of sports when we come back. All kinds of baseball and golf and basketball, all kinds of other stuff. We'll get through it, and then we'll get to football. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
This is Brent Musburger's action update for Arizona's new home for sports, The Fanatic. Now, here are the latest lines from my guys in the desert.
One NFL preseason game tonight. The Falcons at the Jets. New York 4-0 straight up and against the spread in their last 4 preseason games against Atlanta. The Jets a 1.5-point favorite tonight. The over-under at 38. College football underway this week with a small selection of games in week 0 before the season will kick off nationwide a week from Saturday. Ohio State quarterback C.J. Stroud is the odds-on favorite to win the Heisman Trophy. Caleb Williams of USC, formerly of Oklahoma, at -125. Last year's winner Bryce Young of Alabama +110. Red Hot winning picks at experts.winnersandwhiners.com. Save 75% on any best bet package with the promo code ACTION75. That's ACTION75 at experts.winnersandwhiners.com. For vsin.com, I'm Trey Westerberg on Arizona's sports betting station.
When Big Mobile charges you an arm and a leg, they're taking your money and your power and your arm and leg. Boost Mobile gives your power back with an unlimited plan for $25 a month on one of America's largest 5G networks. We can't give you back your arm and your leg because we're not qualified surgeons, unless you're an iguana who can grow limbs back. Switch to Boost and get an unlimited plan for $25 a month. Boost Mobile, unleash your power. New customers only. One line, $25 per month with auto pay. Additional restrictions apply. See boostmobile.com for details.
DQ presents how to experience the new DQ Reese's Take 5 Blizzard with your 5 senses. First, open your eyes and see it all. Reese's peanut butter cups, caramel, peanuts, pretzels. It's beautiful. Then feel it. Oh, it's cold. Next, listen to it. Now, smell it with your nose. Oh, sweet top notes. And finally, taste it. Experience the new Reese's Take 5 Blizzard today. DQ, happy tastes good. Get it delivered at DQ.com. Delivery subject to availability, additional fees, and minimum order requirements.
If you're an IT professional looking for an opportunity with great benefits and the freedom to creatively solve problems in a career with great growth potential and a team environment, look no further than Affinity Technology. Serving the Valley since 1992, Affinity Technology is looking for a level 1 tech to develop and deliver excellent solutions and outstanding customer service. Visit atechaz.com/jobs and get started with your future today. That's atechaz.com/jobs.
This is Aaron Warby, host of the Bulls and the Bears Radio Hour. In the show, we try to teach the tools, rules, and strategies that traders and investors need to do better with their wealth and portfolio income. But most of the time, an hour is just not long enough. At Online Trading Academy, we believe that the average person should be given the tools, rules, and strategies that Wall Street's elites have been using for years to outperform others. Are you one of the millions that have recently established a trading account? Or have you always wanted to trade or take a more active role in guarding and growing your own wealth, but have not had the know-how or confidence? We want to invite you out to a complimentary 3-hour power trading and investing workshop, where you'll learn what it is that the professionals use to limit their risks and maximize their possible gains in both trading and investing. To register, call 8448-TRADER. That's 844-887-2337, or text the word stocks to 25029. Again, that's stocks to 25029. Reserve your seat now.
It's college football time. The Big Ten, the SEC, the ACC, the Pac-12, the Big 12, the biggest conferences. Now this on the 20, the 10, the 5, touchdown. The big matchups, the fight for national rankings, the bitter rivalries. We have the biggest games. Get your college game on. Your home for football. 1580 and 99.3. The Fanatic.
Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. So before the break, I let everybody know I had 3 openings in Daily Blender Fantasy Football Leagues. They are all now full. Bam. But actually, I've got more emails than we need. I will start a League 12. So let's get some more people in there and signed up, and we will have yet another league. And remember, there is money at stake. You could win $100 if you win your league from Harmon Solar.
You and I and Keon cannot.
No, we cannot. Even if we win the league, the money then goes to whoever, whichever listener is the closest to getting it. Yeah.
So, Keon, I just want to warn you. I've tried for years now to try to win these things, and they don't take kindly to paying us the rewards. So,
well, if they did, I'd have a crap ton of money because I won the NFL Pick'em 2 years in a row.
God, I forgot about that. Here he goes again.
Saying
just comes up fairly often.
Yeah.
Well, because that's a lot of money I'm out. Yeah. You know, I mean, if I had quit this job, it's not enough money to get me by. But feel like something would have been even hand me a solar panel. I don't care, just something, a little something for the effort. So Blender at 1580thefanatic.com. You can ask to be put into a league. And again, I'm begging you, if you see that you are in 2 of our Blender leagues, you got to self-report, because if I find you and you're in 2 leagues, you're going to get deleted from both. So I probably should post a commissioner warning on that, because not everybody is probably listening at the same time. 888-368-1580. All right, let's get to the business of stuff. So you guys know 2 things about me. One, I have won the NFL Fan Pick'em contest 2 years in a row, but never got the money.
Well,
I've never heard that.
I mean, unofficially,
No, it's no unofficial. It's there.
Yeah,
You
no,
can
no,
see
it's
it.
unofficially.
How is it unofficial? It's
Well, there's
officially official.
No, I picks or it didn't happen. You know what I mean?
No, there it's you can see it right
Keon,
now.
are you with
at
me
the
on this, Keon?
website? You
Yeah,
can
yeah,
actually
yeah.
see
No, I don't
my
think so.
name was on top. If you go back to look at the different years.
Yeah,
I'll get you some picks then.
it keeps track of it. So if you want picks, the picks can be produced.
I'll get you your damn pictures.
Don't need
Call
that.
me a liar.
I didn't say liar. I never
Well,
said
you're
liar. Not one time.
insinuating liar.
I never
Picks or it
insinuated
didn't happen?
No, I just there were other people that
Oh,
won the
listen,
money.
I don't care if I've known you for 30 years. I'll punch you in the mouth and call
Well,
my
you-
integrity into question.
I never did ever. There's no reason to get violent here, Jeffrey.
Well, not like we need a reason.
No.
So, what's the other thing you know about me?
You smell funny.
No, that's true.
You had
That's
this odor.
Yeah.
And I've been meaning to talk to you about it.
Oh,
I keep trying soaps, different things. Nothing seems to work.
I was going to just say you get car sick when you're not driving.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
well,
something
that's
else
true.
true.
Yeah,
That's
that's
true.
true.
But the biggest thing though is I hate the Yankees.
Oh,
That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Hate the Yankees.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
so,
yeah.
so I got a little bit of joy when I saw the headline that the Yankees could finish with a worse record than last year.
That's pretty fun.
All of that money. Oh, yes, God hates you too. So, everybody was saying, well, they're going to have some record wins. Oh, they're on a pace. Oh, yeah. We've been there before, haven't we? Wah, wah, wah. Oh, that made my day. The other thing is that Aaron Judge's pursuit of Roger Maris's home run record.
Yes.
It's taken some hits, but he's still kind of on pace, isn't he? He's got 47 home runs now.
Well,
Can he make 61 by the end of the year? Do you really think it'll happen? And what do we have to do to stop this?
There's only like 34 games left. There's 34 games left, I think.
Son of a bitch. He only needs 14 home runs.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm saying, yeah, there's a good opportunity that he's going to make this.
Well, now that there's treatments, is it okay for me to pray for COVID? like a really fairly nice case of it. No, not one that kills him. Just the one that just kind of like, okay, not COVID. How about mono? Maybe he can get mono, and then he's gone for like 30 days.
No.
It's not the same as wishing injury on him. I'm just wishing something to slow him down.
I don't know. For some reason, I feel like it's the same thing.
Well, it's not injury. It's like as soon as mono's over, you're back. You're all good.
Yeah,
you don't have any problems. If I wished an ankle
is.
break or something, that could be a nagging thing.
Yeah,
you don't have
no.
nagging mono.
You could have the nagging COVID. You could have the nagging
okay,
COVID.
fine. I withdraw the COVID request of my genie. I've rubbed the lamp. I wish Aaron Judge had COVID. No, I won't do that. I wish Aaron Judge gets mono. What else? Or maybe just
you could
accused
just
of a
say,
crime
I
he
wish
did not commit.
How about
and
this?
Wait. I want him accused of crime he did not commit. I want him in jail for like 30 days and then release him and he's fine. And
He's
then
a nice dude.
I don't even care if he sues whoever put him in jail for like millions of dollars and wins. I just don't want him to have Roger Maris's record because I don't want the Yankees to have nice things.
Why don't
if
you?
Aaron Judge leaves the Yankees, goes to another team, thumbs up, good luck.
Yeah.
I hope Aaron Judge gets what he wants, but right now I don't.
What about if you just wish he doesn't make it? He gets down to the last day and he misses it by one. Instead of wishing some sort of harm on him, like mononucleosis.
Harm? How's mono harm? It just slows you down.
It's an illness. It's like an injury in my book.
Yeah, he's not going to die.
It's like a pulled hamstring. You got mono. You got a pulled hamstring.
Hamstring can
thing.
come back and nag at you.
No.
Mono is just a story you tell. Yeah, I got mono once. That's it.
Look, I understand how bad you hate them. If you just
and I don't hate Aaron
don't
Judge.
wish any sort of illness or harm upon. Hey, Keon, are you with me on
I
this?
am with Randy on this. Yeah.
Go into a batting slump and you can't make the record. I can agree with that.
I need more than hoping for the slump. I need something to just really make sure.
Like just a really bad case of the yips.
The only player I really do wish legitimate injury on is Deshaun Watson.
Oh, yeah.
Before it was 0% of the I would never ever wish that. Now I've decided that I do. I do wish injury on him and other people who have done horrible things to women. I think that because I always say, I hope that guy gets ass cancer and dies. People like, oh my God, don't say that. Don't ever wish that on your worst enemy. Well, if they're my worst enemy, of course I'm going to wish that on them. Why wouldn't I?
That does seem pretty rational.
What's the point of calling them a worst enemy if I didn't wish they'd have ass cancer and die? So when it comes to just injury on the field, Deshaun Watson, well, I'm looking forward to that. But Aaron Judge, I got nothing against him except for he's got the pinstripes on. That's it. That's all. And I didn't want him to get hurt. I want him to just get slowed down.
Well, there you go. Just wish that he gets slowed down and that he can't hit the home run. He did get a home run off of Max Scherzer. Was it last night against the
number 47?
Yeah. Well, but still,
he's got $213.5 million in his 7-year extension. Yeah. Can I just have 30 days of mono? Why is that so bad?
Does it have to be mono?
Well, I don't know. Give me something.
I just told you
temporary bout of glaucoma.
No.
And then it goes away. It goes away. No, I don't want him to hurt. I just don't want him.
Apparently, you do want him to hurt.
This.
When you get the mono, you hurt. Your body aches. You get the.
Does it?
Yeah, you get the fever. You get all that business. You get a cough.
I thought you just lay around watching movies all day. I didn't realize it was a thing. Well, then give
it's
me
not like when you
else.
get the mono, like your lips hurt because it's the quote unquote kissing. It's like a flu bug feel. That's what it is.
All right. So what could we wish for?
He goes into a slump and he can't make it.
What if he gets kidnapped?
No, no.
I didn't say I was going to do it.
Let me help you, pal. No.
What if he got kidnapped?
No.
They were by nice people.
Come on.
And he comes out with Stockholm syndrome. It's like they were great. It was like they had Apple TV and everything. It was nice, actually. I was kind of good at because he still comes out to his $213.5 million. He still comes out healthy and ready to go. He's not going to get hurt. Just don't want him to get the Maris record because I just want it to hurt you.
As for me, if I don't want him to get the Maris record, I go ahead and I hope that he goes into a slump. That's it. I can't wish some sort of harm on him.
I want every single pitcher out there to have their most amazing game against him.
Well, you could wish that. That's
so I need to send like a they say, when you go off to college or something happens and they send you off with like your little away kit that you get, what do they call those things when they give you something like that?
I don't know. Nobody ever sent me away with an away kit.
Oh, that's true. So I want to send steroids to all the pitchers that pitch against him. I want to send like some good stuff. I want to send like a bag of cocaine along with some steroids, along whatever it needs to be to each one of those pitchers and say, when you face Aaron Judge, do the right thing. I'm just saying.
Just a note that says you know what to do.
Hey, you know what? You could ask for opposing coaches to walk him.
So who knows where to get some cocaine?
Oh boy, no, I can't tell you that. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I didn't think you did, Keon. You're too boring. I need somebody who knows where to get stuff. Last Optimus says, "Hey, my dog got ass cancer and died."
No boy.
He says, and by the way, my uncle's brother was kidnapped and held for ransom for 10 years.
See?
10 years. That would absolutely make sure he never got the record. Can you do that for 10 years?
Or the 213 million. Yeah.
Do the kidnappers, if they have you for 10 years, like start claiming you as a dependent? It's like you're housing and feeding somebody for 10 years.
I think it's possible. Yeah.
Excessive.
Sure. Why not?
Average Joe says, I don't want Watson to get injured because then he gets his money. I want him to get suspended or banned or whatever so he doesn't get it. Well, it's too late. So we're past that now. And he says, and stop hating on the Yankees. Seriously, 15 minutes on how you want Judge to die? Okay, I did not say I want him dead.
That is the strongest case of putting words in somebody else's mouth that I've ever seen.
Well,
nobody said anything about Aaron Judge dying. Nobody.
Berg says, if Boogie's going to be dressed as Dave and Buster's Employee of the Week, I don't think the Target thing happened. Yeah, we never got around to that because COVID just barely sort of got done, but we'll figure it out. He says, Yankees are the greatest of all professional sports franchises in the history of the sport. They're beyond a doubt the best thing that ever happened to baseball. They are what sports strive to be. They are going to win every game they ever play, and if they don't, it's Big George's fault. I feel like that has something to do with Twitter. Because Berg is a Boston Red Sox fan.
And I refuse to believe that the Yankees are the best thing to happen to baseball.
27 world championships, 27.
that is not that's well, you could
It
argue
leads all other teams far and away. 27.
Yeah, 100%. But you've got more money than everybody else and have had forever. You are not the best thing to happen to baseball.
27.
It's a model for good ROI. You know what I'm saying? Fish Tank says, I think you were looking for a care package. That's right, care package for pitchers against Aaron Judge. There you go. Raven Kid says, Deshaun Watson, can we wish that on Kareem Hunt too? Yeah, I'm gonna make a list. Starts to feel weird though, doesn't it, when you start making that list?
Jeffrey's hit list.
There are a few Browns on that list.
Yeah, there are a few Browns on
There's
that
at least 2 of them, just saying.
Raven Kid also says, if the Red Sox are going to suck this year, the Yankees falling flat on their face is a trade-off. I'll take it in the time being. Watermelon says, did someone say cocaine? Jeffrey, if you're a cop, you got to tell me right now. Right now. Not a cop, Watermelon, and I also don't legitimately want cocaine. So no, thank you, but no thank you. Mr. Pringle says, Cardinals' new black uniforms made them look eerily like the Atlanta Falcons, and they played like them too. Come on, guys. It's just preseason. Okay. And I heard, Randy and Keon yesterday talking about some of these preseason things and what did you, it's preseason. Nothing you see means anything to you. It only means something to the coaches. Nothing happening there is reality.
That's
0%.
That's not true.
It is true.
Like guys who are fast in preseason are still fast in the regular season.
Well,
guys
they're
who
faster
can catch,
than which string? They're faster than a third string guy. Oh yeah, you're right. None of this matters. And
wait,
to get all
no,
wrapped up in it is silliness.
Because I've seen it. I've watched enough football in my life, and I'm sure you have too. You've seen guys who are fast, and you go, "Oh, that guy's just fast." If you put him against first stringers, guess what? Like Chris Johnson, when I saw Chris Johnson and with the Titans, and he was at one point fast with the 2s. He's just fast. So you put him with the 1s, and he's still one of the fastest running backs I've ever seen.
Too bad that didn't equate over to the Arizona Cardinals.
I mean, yeah, he was already kind of washed up at that point. But
yeah,
shall see.
That's our MO. Yeah. We get them when they're all washed up. That's like all Arizona
contested catches are contested catches. Deep ball accuracy is deep ball accuracy.
0% that you're really going to get that's legit from this. Really.
Well, there was some interesting talk. That kid Isaiah Likely. That was interesting to talk about. Another tight
I like
end
the name,
for the
though.
Ravens.
I'm gonna pronounce it Likely.
Likely. He's likely to get a starting nod.
Isaiah Likely.
Very Irish. He's likely. Speaking of Irish for me says, Irish for me. Oh, by the way, you don't have to say Irish for me at the front of every one of your texts because you're in the system, so you can just text. He says, I am going to make a novena for my Notre Dame. Sheesh. I don't know what that means.
A novena?
Yeah, I don't know what that means. Is that a thing where you pray for like 18 days or something? Like a different prayer?
I don't know, but I feel uncultured because I don't know what that means either.
I think that's what it is, man. Did that have something to do with me? I didn't wish any Notre Dame people any Irish. Watermelon says, some of these texts will be jokes. Oh, I knew you didn't actually have cocaine. Well, I hoped.
It's just worth mentioning.
Florida Mustard says, hey, Jeffrey, somebody texted into the noon show and referred to you as chin nuts. Oh, no, they're not talking about me. They're talking about the O'Brien who used to coach, what was the Texans?
Oh, yeah, Bill O'Brien.
I hope that's who they're talking about. Somebody wants to talk some crap to me, they need to come around here and do it.
A novena is a form of worshiping consisting of special prayers and service on 9 successive days.
Thank you. Oh, 9 days. Okay, I was just off by a couple days. So you go Irish for me. You do what you got to do there, buddy. We got to take a break. We're running late. And I've only talked about just my hatred for the Yankees. I have some other things that we need to get to before we get to football. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
Doug. Chances are you're jamming in your car right now. And since Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance so you only pay for what you need, Limu and I are going to show you some safe car dance moves. Hit it. Everybody, check your blind spots real quick. Now hands on the wheel. Put them 10 and 2 and move your head like a bird do. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Hey guys, time to get your fantasy football on. Be part of the Daily Blender Fantasy Football League. See if your team has what it takes to take on the Blender personalities of the fourth dimension. You can win $100 from our friends at Harman Solar if you win your league. To sign up, just email me, blender@1580thefanatic.com. Blender@1580thefanatic.com. That's blender@1580thefanatic.com. Oh, wait, you should probably listen to the show too. It's the Daily Blender Fantasy Football League, only from 1580 The Fanatic.
Look, it's Harper. How did he know we were at the beach?
No clue, but he's not ruining our vacation. I packed Prilosec OTC. With just one pill in the morning, Prilosec OTC prevents excess acid production that can cause frequent heartburn, so we can enjoy ourselves.
Speaking of, time for our luau.
Aloha heartburn.
One pill, 24 hours, zero heartburn with Prilosec OTC.
If possible, while taking Prilosec OTC, use as directed for 14 days to treat frequent heartburn, not for immediate relief.
It's time once again for the Harman Solar 1580 The Fanatic NFL Fan Pick'em Contest. Set your picks each week and see if you are this season's best game picker. Play against the Fanatic Air Staff. Play against your fellow listeners. First prize is $1,580. Second place is $500. Thanks to our great friends at Harman Solar. The Harman Solar 1580 The Fanatic NFL Fan Pick'em Contest. From your home for the NFL, playoffs, and Super Bowl in the Valley. 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
When it comes to covering the high school sports scene in Arizona, AZ Preps 365 has all the answers. Every Saturday morning from 8 until 10, they break down games, interview the newsmakers, talk with coaches from around the state, and stay up to date with what's happening with prep athletes and breaking news from the Arizona prep scene. It's AZ Preps 365, 8 till 10 Saturday mornings on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic, and always on at 1580thefanatic.com.
For the latest from the world of golf, tune in every Saturday morning from 6 to 8 for the Golf Shop Radio Show, presented by PlayGolfMyrtleBeach.com, the golf capital of the world. Hosts Mark Greenhelch and Matt Blanchard talk golf from tee to green and everything in between. If you like golf, you're going to love Golf Shop Radio. Before you tee up, drop on in. Welcome to the Golf Shop here on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
If it's local, we talk about it. 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
Hey, Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. Oh, and by the way, I figured out who called me Chin Nuts O'Brien. By the way, look at this. I have no dimple in my chin, so that person just sounds dumber than usual, which is really an achievement for that person. 888-368-1580. Bruno Baller says, yeah, Jeffrey, like Pink Floyd says, you can't have any pudding until you eat your meat. I'm talking about brick in the wall.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. We gotta eat this meat. Oh, that don't sound right, especially about what we're going to talk about. That it makes it even worse. There has been a controversy based on something. Before I do this, did they catch the that couple was up there? She was giving the dude the hum there at the Oakland A's game.
The Hummer.
Yeah,
I didn't see that anybody got caught from that.
I don't know.
I thought she was just napping. But they say that something else is going on. I just was wondering because that's not good to do. Out in open of view of everybody. There might be kids at the game or something, but it's illegal to do. So anyway, I want to talk about this instead. Now, of course, one more Yankees thing. It's completely unsurprising that this guy is a Yankee fan. If you want to see what I'm talking about, Randy,
okay,
because I think you maybe were unclear on it. Go to my Twitter there at Radio Pal 1580 and scroll down. I guess you got to scroll down a bit because I posted a lot of stuff today.
You mean the guy that was getting the Hummer at the A Stadium's a Yankee fan?
No, I didn't post that. No, I wouldn't post that. That's
okay.
That'd be weird. My wife would be like, "What the hell's wrong with you?" Okay, past the dog picking the draft order. The next one after you scroll down past the dog picking the draft order, and there's this dude sitting here. And, he's sitting there in the stands. He's right on the aisle. He looks like a younger guy. And he looks kind of, remember Bartman from remember he he kind of looks like that guy a little bit, and he's sitting there and he's got a hot dog, and as you're watching, he takes a straw and he pokes like a hole through the hot dog, clears out the meat, and then sticks his hot dog in a beer and uses the hot dog as a straw.
Mm-hmm.
He had a straw already.
Yes, but he used the hot dog as the straw in his beer.
That is disgusting to see. Now, here's the thing. Of course, people are asking me on Twitter, is this a man card violation? And at first, my first reaction is no, he's just probably a psychopath serial killer who does that. And it's gross. It definitely is gross. I love hot dogs. And but I don't know. There's something wrong here.
He wanted his beer to taste kind of like hot dog. I don't know.
Did you take a bite of hot dog and then take a drink of beer? So the question is what this guy did a man card violation? And I am struggling to find a reason to make it one, but I think I might be onto something. Average Joe is on the Twitter, and him and I kind of been going back and forth on how to deal with this. Normally, if you want to eat some weird food and do whatever, that's fine. But what he's doing is adding a hot dog to a beer. Now, we've said in the Manstitution, which I have a copy of right here, the Manstitution of the United States, written by me, the Southwest Regional Man Card Commissioner, and right there you see it forward by Randy White.
Myself,
In here, we don't deal with this problem except for whiskey should just be whiskey flavored. They shall not have peanut butter flavor, cinnamon flavor, any other flavor. Whiskey should just be whiskey. If you're going to be manly, drink damn whiskey.
Agreed.
I didn't put anything in there about beer. Now, do we need an amendment to cover this? Because somebody said, well, it looks almost like phallic, like he's drinking that through. And at first you'd like, okay, if you're trying to make this about sexuality, please read the beginning of the Manstitution. Being manly has nothing to do with somebody's sexuality. It has just about, if you decide I'm the manly one or I am manly, then this is what I go by.
And it certainly,
if you're gay, it doesn't stop you from being manly.
Yeah, it certainly wasn't about sexual tendencies here.
Yeah,
he was just a guy at a ball game drinking a beer through his hot dog.
He just has bad taste. I don't know that's like
I didn't put anything about adding an orange to a beer. I kind of want to make that a man card violation.
No fruit to a beer?
Yeah, you're putting fruit in a beer.
Well, that's not what men do.
But I don't know if I can stretch this to a hot dog. So I actually, when you see it, it seems wrong, and then you're like, how do we?
But
I don't know that there's a man card violation here.
Well, now you have always said when people try different combinations of their foods, it's until you don't knock it until you try it.
And of course, whatever goes on, what someone decides to put in their face is whatever they put in their face.
But the visual of drinking something yellow through something phallic is just a little bit, maybe it's just German. I don't know. I don't know what to do with this.
He's just a weird guy. Like, it doesn't have to be anything else.
He didn't have a dad. I'm thinking he did not have a dad. Somebody needs to slap that out of his hand and say, what is wrong with you, kid?
He is a Yankee fan.
So
maybe he did have a dad, and maybe his dad's just as weird as him.
Yeah.
And part of the reason I want to make this a man card violation is because he's a Yankee fan.
Yeah.
But I honestly, I'm really not sure we can do that. Boomer Sooner says there is no man card violation there. Yeah, I think you're right, but I want it to be. Number one Rattlers fan says beer hot dog guy just needs to be chalked up to being drunk, doing crazy stuff. Oh, he didn't look drunk, and no drunk man could poke a hole straight through a wiener. Okay, I'm sorry. We should probably not use the word hot dog.
Yeah.
And then he couldn't do what you needed. It was too coordinated, is what I'm trying to say. Number one Rattlers fan.
And he looks like he's done this many times before. Like that's just what he does when he goes to ball games.
Rain City Bitch Pigeon says hot dog straw guy definitely drank Dr. Pepper through red vines as a kid.
Oh, well,
what's wrong with that? I mean, I don't drink Dr. Pepper and I don't like red vines.
If you're going to drink the soda pop through a red vine, see what I'm saying? Why is it any different to drink beer through a hot dog?
Well, The hell color is your penis?
Well, I understand that.
How is it? Nobody's is that dark red.
You just
maybe a baboon.
You just
I don't even know that.
said just said don't make this sexual. You just said he was not doing anything weird and odd.
Oh, I didn't say he's not doing anything weird and odd. Oh, yeah.
Sexually.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, okay, I'm just going to.
He probably just was screwing around one day, did it once, found out that the combination of those flavors that way worked for him, and he's been doing it ever since. He's a weird guy.
That's not something I would do.
Raven Kid says, "What can I say? Yankee fans like glizzies." Not sure. I probably should have said that word. I don't know what it means.
Glizzy.
Average Joe says it's just the poor man's version of beer brats. The dude's just confused. Well, I know, Average Joe, but you've been pushing me on Twitter to try to find a man code violation here, and I don't. Can we make the bridge for if we can't have flavored whiskey that you can't have flavored beer?
I don't see how this is a man
hot dog
code
flavored
violation.
beer.
I'm sorry, I don't see it.
All right, well then, if nothing else, it's just gross as hell. Jag Dog says, "Happy Thirsty Tuesday, fellas. Can I get a 1.75 liter of Crown and a beer to get through the rest of the workday?"
I can give you a shot of Crown, and a beer.
We don't give bottles out, Jag Dog.
No.
You're just gonna have to hang around.
There you go.
Last Optimist says, he talked about his uncle's brother being kidnapped. He says it was overseas and he missed the prime of his professional soccer career because of it. Wow, there's a story there you should tell us sometime. All right. Average Joe says, yeah, not a man card violation. Yeah, I tried for you, man. I did try.
Weird.
368.
Yeah.
1580.
Weird, but true. That's what that would fall under.
By the way, people are wondering where I was during my time, and it's none of your damn business. Let me just say this. It has nothing to do with that new clause in my latest contract where Randy gets a day off, well, then I automatically get 2 days off. That's nothing to do with that. But it did come in handy.
Yeah.
So the Cardinals, I guess, swept the Diamondbacks.
Yes, the St. Louis Cardinals did put an ass whipping on the Cardinals. And listen, as they should, by the way.
Yeah, fair enough. How many? Oh, my God. They have 69 wins, the Cardinals. And we have 55.
Yeah.
And how many games left? 30. We only need to win a third of our games to beat the Suns regular season right now.
Have you seen who we're going to face? Have you seen?
It's a gauntlet. But if you could just steal a couple of games, it's not going to happen.
I'm standing by my prediction that they will not beat the Suns winning record. I'm standing by that prediction.
Pinocchio has a good theory. The hot dog beer dude probably had a bite of pineapple pizza, and he was just trying anything to get the taste of it out of his mouth.
Could be.
I had some last night.
Could be.
I actually did have some Hawaiian pizza last night, and it was tasty. So I don't know what you're talking about.
That's a good point, though. It's a good point.
Hey, did you hear the Los Angeles Angels are for sale? The owner, Art Moreno, says, hit me up on Craigslist is what he's saying. He's selling it on Craigslist. Misconnections being most of their bats. Hello. But the value of the team is $2.2 billion.
All right, Jeff Cohn, you, me, and Keon, we jumping in on this.
Well, here's the thing. My wife has told me I can do what I want to do with my money, but as long as I don't spend a third of the money we have in the bank, and that exceeds it by a couple $100,000. So
damn,
gonna have to pass. I can't afford it. And if I did, it wouldn't be the Angels. You know what I mean?
We could move them to Phoenix and replace the Diamondbacks.
You mean and finally have a professional baseball team?
Yeah.
Now I'm inspired.
I'll be part owner, GM, and I'll coach the team.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I just drive the bullpen cart?
Hell yes.
It's all I want to do.
That's
Even if I own it, I'm driving the bullpen cart.
There you go, Keon. What do you want to do when we buy the Angels?
I want to race people by the warning track.
All right.
And then they're going to be confused because, isn't the person who races everybody supposed to win?
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to win a lot.
We'll have the greatest promotions in the history of baseball.
Are you going to wear a costume?
Of course. I have to figure out what it is, though, because the Flash thing is already taken. I got to figure it out.
All right. Well, you've got time. It's going to be a while. All right, guys, that is 1 hour down and 2 to go. Come on back as we try to find our way to talking some NFL football. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Hey, I'm Jackie, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit is the chicken. It is golden brown, so juicy, so delicious. It's the perfect savory start to my day.
Hey, I'm Matt, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit is the freshly baked, flaky, buttery biscuit. When I take a bite, it's kind of like, crispy, soft, crispy. Crispy outside, soft interior, crispy chicken. There's really nothing like it.
Start your day with the Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit, available on the Chick-fil-A app. Real Chick-fil-A guests paid for their testimonials.
Hey guys, time to get your fantasy football on. Be part of the Daily Blender Fantasy Football League. See if your team has what it takes to take on the Blender personalities of the fourth dimension. You could win $100 from our friends at Harman Solar if you win your league. To sign up, just email me, blender@1580thefanatic.com. Blender@1580thefanatic.com. That's blender@1580thefanatic.com. Oh, wait, you should probably listen to the show too. It's the Daily Blender Fantasy Football League, only from 1580 The Fanatic.
Hey everybody, Mark Asher back to tell you about my great friends over at the Lund Mortgage Team. The Lund Mortgage Team has been doing their thing for over 2 decades in the Valley, helping thousands of people in Arizona save money on their loans, get the best rate. They're mortgage brokers. They can shop it around for you. And now more than ever, it is so important to have a mortgage professional that's been around, that's seen the high rates, low rates, everything in between, because look, there's no sugarcoating what's going on right now. The rates are higher. However, the supply and demand, the whole how many houses are for sale in Arizona and what's going on, it's gone in favor of the buyer now. So if you're going to buy a new home, it is important to go and get that rate. Whatever that rate is, it's not going to be your forever rate. That's important to think about. So lock it in, get the house of your dreams, and move on. But let the people at the Lund Mortgage Team do their job. All the heavy lifting from start to finish. They'll find you the best rate out there. Call 623-875-9940, 623-875-9940, or online, lundmortgage.com.
Hey, I'm Jackie, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit is the chicken. It is golden brown, so juicy, so delicious. It's the perfect savory start to my day.
Hey, I'm Matt, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit is the freshly baked, flaky, buttery biscuit. When I take a bite, it's kind of like, crispy, soft, crispy. Crispy outside, soft interior, crispy chicken. There's really nothing like it.
Start your day with the Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit, available on the Chick-fil-A app. Real Chick-fil-A guests paid for their testimonials.
The Fanatic goes live and comes to Dave & Buster's at Tempe Marketplace August 26th and 27th. Friday, we'll be broadcasting live beginning at high noon with the main event. Then the Blender from 3 till 6. On Saturday, it's the much-anticipated Blender Fantasy Football Draft Party beginning at 11 a.m. Don't have a team? It's okay. Just come hang out with us. August 26th, noon till 6. And again Saturday, the 27th, beginning at 11 a.m. The Fanatic goes live at Dave & Buster's at the Tempe Marketplace. We'll see you there.
Live from the Harman Solar Studios in Scottsdale.
This is KQFN Tempe.
Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM.
And K240 U Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
All right, people, settle down.
Because it's time for what? Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
You're live. All right, everybody. It's 4 o'clock, something like that. Yeah. See, I have a couple days off and I have to be retrained.
Tuesday.
It's Tuesday, 4
August
o'clock.
23rd.
Don't care about that. It's Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic. There's only one day that we care about. The first, so we can remind you to pay your damn rent. That's it.
Well,
no
we're
mortgage.
Getting close there.
Yeah. Boy, this year's flying by, isn't it?
Yeah, no kidding.
Hey, what were we saying? All right, it's the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White, the man who knows what day it is. We got Keon Rose in the control room. I'm not going to call him what you call him. I'm just not doing it. This is never gonna
Sexiest man
happen.
in sports talk radio.
I don't know why you do it. It's just not.
Well, because it's the truth.
That's
and
fine.
I have to
True
speak
or
the
not.
truth. I mean, when I talk
Oh,
about Keon Rose,
brother.
the sexiest man in sports talk radio, come on.
As long as I'm just glad the attention is off of me now. You know
It
what I mean?
doesn't get any better than that.
Now that he's focused on Keon in that way, I get a breather. So that's all right.
I
think you're owed some relief there.
I still see you, Jeff Combs.
30 years of this crap. I think now it's somebody else's turn.
I still see.
So
you.
yeah, after 30 years, he gets his eyes on a younger, version, but that's fine.
Come on,
I don't mind.
tell me that Keon's not the sexiest man in sports talk radio. Look at it.
I haven't really seen everybody in sports talk radio.
that
I mean, you put him
profile.
against some of the people at our station. Yes.
Mm.
If you put him against a bunch of people at the station down the dial, absolutely.
Yeah.
But I don't know everybody
nice.
nationally.
Yeah.
I'd say he's sexier than Colin Coward. I'd
We-
say he's sexier than, say, Jim Rome, maybe.
Mm.
Dan Patrick, he's just gotten old. He used to be the sexiest man, I think,
Well,
right there.
No, that's
He
that's
was,
true.
yeah.
That's true.
Random texter says, I thought Dean Blandino was the sexiest man in sports radio,
No,
Randy.
that's the sexiest name in sports. Understand what I say, please.
I want to
Sexiest
go back
name
in
sports.
time. And you know how you can't have the grandfather paradox where you shoot your grandfather, but I could go back in time and shoot whoever made this music. That's kind of what I want to do.
No, I don't think you do. You want to slow dance with him, don't you, Jeff?
Really? No, I just want to just push him off the
Like that
he's
one time when all the lights
taking
were off.
pictures at the Grand Canyon.
We were the
Right
last
off.
two at the station. Come on.
It's never happened. You're a liar.
Mhm.
Yeah, pictures or it didn't happen, just like you said to me.
Pictures are right here, my friend.
So I'm a little excited about something else. Not you. I'm excited. So Dodge is about to start manufacturing. They're calling it a Charger Daytona Charger or something like that. But it's
Nice!
Holy crap.
I love that.
well, no, it's basically just the Challenger body they have now smoothed out and made into electric car. And
Never
yeah.
mind.
but no, there's more exciting things you will like. So while they're doing that, I think as an apology to all the people who love Challengers, they are selling just the shell body so that you can build your own Challenger.
Yeah.
Or if, like, say you've wrecked your Challenger, but the guts of it still work, boom, you can put the parts together and do it yourself. And get this, they are also selling the shell of a 68 Charger. So you can resto mod something like that. You put it on top of, like, say, a current Challenger, and now you got a Charger that looks like from the 60s. It's
So
very cool, man.
68 Charger, but it's has been modified to fit on a current Charger frame.
Or Challenger. Well, the Challenger and Charger basic frame is the same. The Challenger inner workings are more sports car oriented than the Charger is.
Oh,
but the
sorry.
an RT Charger is plenty fast.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, I think that you do better with the suspension and the transmission workings of a current Challenger. Or just, let's say you've got an old Challenger frame, or I mean, they give you the frame and everything. So basically, you just build it from scratch. Remember we talked about this? I said I kind of like to build one of these from scratch.
A kit car.
No, it's not really a kit because it's a manufactured. I'll send you a link, but it's really kind of
Well, it's
exciting.
a manufactured frame. They send you all the guts and the
No.
body.
No. They just
No?
send you the shell. You have to add the guts. That's why it's not a kit. This is
okay.
like, here you go. Leave us alone.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'll send you a link. It's very, very exciting.
Well,
But
the first thing I
electric
would
car-
do is I would take the body off so I could get in there and
well, the
put
body
guts
is
in.
it's just the shell. I'll send you a link.
Okay.
The other thing that I am going to say I don't like about this Daytona Charger thing they're going to do for electric car from Dodge is they are going to add the sound of the car, like
They're
I
going to
think
add the
that's-
sound to an electric
Yes.
car. They're going to make a sound of like a Hemi.
Yes, yeah, it's stupid. I hate that.
Oh my God.
If you're going to do it, don't add a Hemi sound. Add the low notes of like a old 70s Challenger. If you're going to do it, but even then, that's dumb.
It's
I
unnecessary.
still feel like it's dumb.
We all know the car doesn't have an engine, so it doesn't need
Right.
to sound like it has an engine.
You ain't fooling nobody.
Yeah, just drive your car. And if it sounds like an electric car, well, that's because it's an electric car.
But anyway, I think I'd still want to. I'm going to take a look at one. It's probably going to be a couple of years before they actually make them. But I'm intrigued.
That's like that reminds me of all these vegetarians out there trying to make us eat all these plant-based foods that are shaped like hamburgers and steaks and stuff.
Yeah, but guess
Yeah,
what, Randy?
if
If they
you're-
taste good and they're better for us, why wouldn't we? Because then we could live longer.
Let me see. No,
If they
it
taste the same.
If it looks like beef, I'm eating beef.
If it looks like beef and tastes the same,
Oh my God.
go the healthy route. Live longer.
No.
I don't care where it comes from as long as it's good and not dog or person. I knew I had to add those qualifications with the fourth dimension being.
I feel like I'm giving up my manhood by eating, plants that are shaped into beef.
There's no manhood violation.
Try the new amazing burger. It's made out of plants. No, thank you. I'll just have a regular burger taken out of a cow's ass.
Sure,
that's what I want.
That's not where the burgers come from, right? They just saying. I mean, maybe parts of it do end up there. I don't know. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just realistic about the fact that electric cars are coming and gas cars are going bye-bye. And I kind of want to be able to keep eating foods that I like when the doctor says you can't have hamburgers anymore. I wouldn't mind having that as an alternative. You know what I'm saying? Or just don't tell me you're giving it to me. Just give me whatever. My wife she tried that. Remember years ago, I felt violated.
Didn't work.
The reason it didn't work because it wasn't there yet. Meaning I could still tell it was a plant-based burger. It was still just not quite right. Once they get it right, Randy.
Guess what? They still taste like plants.
Okay, well then somebody call me when they got that thing right. Then I'll have another conversation with Randy about it. So Big George says, Randy, 3 years ago, you came up with a song for the Daily Blender draft that was sung to the tune of Earth, Wind, and Fire. The September song. Are you going to do that this year?
I don't remember that song, George.
Do you remember the 27th of August, the Daily Blender Fantasy Football Draft Party? I don't know the song.
I
don't remember. I don't remember crap we said last week.
No.
Last Optimist said the veggie meat substitutions have fewer nutrients and more salt than regular beef burgers. True. Like I said, I don't want them now because they don't taste right. And then knowing all that damn sodium, that'll kill you just as fast as the real beef burger. But if they ever get this crap right, why not be healthy and live longer? That's all I'm saying. And if they get the electric cars right, well, why not help clean the air up? I know that there's other pollutions involved, but wouldn't it be nice to have clean air? I'm just kind of saying. I don't know.
I don't think you're wrong there.
Yeah, Randy will never be convinced. So let's talk some sports stuff. We still have this much sports stuff to go through before we can talk about the NFL.
Let's do it.
So Nick Saban got himself a raise and an extension through the year 2030. How old is Nick Saban?
70.
Yeah. How long do you think he'll really keep coaching? I mean, he looks pretty good for 70. I'll give him that.
And he's crazy. He actually could probably coach till 70-30 or 2030 and make it to 78 or whatever.
Well,
right?
He's $11.7 million a year right there.
Nick Saban is one of those guys that if he didn't coach football, I don't think he'd know what to do with himself.
Is he worth it?
Yes.
I mean, then congratulations, Nick Saban, right?
Worth it as much as, college football coach making that much money is worth it. But in terms of, does he get the results? Yeah, clearly.
I figure even if he just goes to 75, now he's got like $60 million that he didn't have before. Not bad.
Yeah.
Well, plus everything he's already made. He was making just under 10, I think.
That guy is set
last
for life.
contract.
He's got all that Aflac money too.
No,
Don't forget that.
There's that. Yeah.
All right. So no ill will, no conversation we had. It's like, oh, there you go. All right. Good for you, Nick. Should he have gotten more?
I mean, he could make that argument, but as long as you're the highest paid coach in college football, the Alabama's going to say, look, we've given you enough. If you want to raise after somebody else gets a raise because you're like, hey, I'm better than him. Okay. But we gave you more than the next guy, and the next guy just beat you in a national championship. I think that's good.
You don't hear him whining and complaining about making money.
No.
You just don't hear it.
Why would you?
He just goes out and wins championships. That's just all he does. He just dominates. He gets the best players in the country. He has the best program in the country, and everybody knows it, and everybody's gunning for him because Alabama's always look at him. They're preseason number one again,
and it looks like this is like just another one of those years where they're loaded everywhere. And they've turned themselves into a quarterback factory. I remember when I was watching Alabama football and all they did was run the football.
Yeah.
Now they throw the football. They're a wide receiver factory. Look how many guys that they've put in the league. Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, and the list goes on and on. Jerry Jeudy. Yeah. I mean, you can't find a team these days that doesn't have an Alabama receiver near it. It's just an unbelievable run that he's been on, and they don't show any signs of slowing.
Maybe it would have been more if he hadn't lost to Georgia.
I mean,
yeah, well,
look, Kirby Smart just got his raise, and they still found a way to pay you more than Kirby. I don't know what else they can give you at this point. You're the highest paid public official in the state of Alabama.
Hey, Kirby, guess what? We're still better than you. Bam! There you go.
Flying Monkey says, I'm thinking it's a man card violation to drive an electric car that sounds like a muscle car. You know what? I don't know if I can call it a man card violation, but I pledge to you as a man, if I get one of those cars, that sound is being turned off because I hate posers. You can drive the car and enjoy it, but yeah, I'm finding that kill switch for that ridiculousness. Just it's fake and phony. I don't like fake and phony. Hitting the Nut says that Dodge is also going to take shift gears. The impossible car. It's got like the Impossible Burger.
Yeah.
What do you mean? You're going to have like a clutch? That's stupid. Just listen. I get it if it's an aggressive electric car. The only thing that matters is when you put the hammer down. All right, that's all that matters. I don't need fakeness when it comes to my electric muscle car. And I'll tell you what, Randy, here's the thing. If I buy an electric muscle car, I'm keeping my gas powered one too. And that way I have an alternative once I can't find gas anymore for the other one. I mean, that's fair, right?
By the time electric cars will be good to use and will not be a farce and a fraud, I will be dead and gone.
I don't believe that. I do not believe
I will be dead and gone by the time real people manufacture these cars and they're not a fraud or a farce.
Okay, what makes them not a fraud or a farce?
Well, I mean, just the very beginning, the batteries themselves. Just do some research on the batteries themselves.
Randy, all we need to do is dig a big damn hole out in the middle of nowhere. Put them all in there when we're done. Doesn't hurt nothing.
But
who's it hurting out in the middle of nowhere?
I thought these were good for the environment, and yet the batteries are not good for the environment.
All right, hear me out.
Strike
Here's the deal.
One.
No, wait. No, there's no strike. Okay, we need a review on that because let me show you how the pitch really goes. If you put these lithium things out there in the middle of nowhere where nobody goes around and it doesn't affect the groundwater, who's it hurting? Because then the air is cleaner.
The groundwater, come on.
Find a place out in the middle of nowhere. There's places. This is a big planet. Tons of unused space that doesn't affect nobody. You're like, Detroit. 888-368-1580.
Damn.
Oh.
Wow.
Another, I got to tell you, I may be, I'm an ASU fan through and through. You know that.
Yeah.
But I may be a Washington Huskies fan for a while because
okay.
I just now have my favorite college football player name. I mean, it ain't no big booty, but let me tell you, Michael Penix Jr., not bad. Michael
Penix Jr.
Yeah, Penix, not.
I said that. Michael Penix Jr.
No, you said penis.
That's an X.
Sometimes the X is pronounced with an S. I'm saying it's Michael Penix Jr.
Ooh.
I don't think so.
Yeah, he transferred from Indiana to Washington, and now he's the starting quarterback. So Michael Penix Jr.
Don't think so.
Well, it's Michael Penix Jr.
I hope that he gets drafted to the Colts. I hope that he's really good. And did you see my penis the other day? Oh my God.
Oh no.
My penis was great the other day.
Ooh.
Oh, he stood up straight there in the pocket.
Damn.
Hitting the Nuts is having problems with his text fingers. He's like, he says it's going to take shift gears. He says, take shift gears. Another text, take shift gears. God damn it, fake shift gears. Autocorrect hates me. Or I might be a little drunk. I don't know. Random texter says, Jeffrey, you're talking about the Charger Challenger. Have you seen the 2024 Chevelle? It is a retro 24 Camaro, but it still looks pretty sweet. Is this a real thing or just, because I've seen online where they have renderings of what could be. If it's not direct from the actual car manufacturer, it ain't real until it's real. Send me some links at blender at 1580fanatic.com if that is a real thing. I do like Camaros. It's the only Chevy I like. The rest are garbage. Hefty Lefty says the Huskies are finally letting their Red Rocket come out to play. Is that the dude's nickname? Please tell me.
No, it is not. It is because that's not his name.
Big George says, so let me get this straight, Jeffrey. You want to do the most damage you can do to the environment, huh? Okay, first off, if we just bury it out in the middle of nowhere, how's that damaging? He says driving a gas guzzling car and driving an electric car pollutes landfills for thousands of years, and then you're polluting the air with the other car. You got toxic lithium ion batteries. Oh my God, Greenpeace must love you. First off, I'm not doing anything different than anyone else. And I have a fuel efficient version of a muscle car. And okay, that might be a lie too big. But there's other cars that get worse gas mileage than mine. And, again, I think there could be a better solution for the lithium batteries. They're coming out with taking nuclear waste and putting them into batteries.
Perfect.
And those will run forever. You don't even need to plug them in. The downside, your hair falls out.
I'm looking at the new what they say is the new 2024 Chevy Chevelle.
Okay.
Now I have not seen anything on any legitimate sites.
Boogie sent me a thing. It's built by Trans Am Worldwide. Well, guess what? That's called a Restomod. That is not built by the actual car manufacturers. But I don't love the way it looks. I'll be honest with you. Not loving it. I don't like.
Boy, I am.
Convertibles. Are you seeing the green one?
No, I see the green one, but I'm looking at the orange one. It's got a top on it. It's not a convertible.
Ooh, send me a link for that one because I'm just not liking the way it looks in this one. But 1,500 horsepower.
Yeah,
it's not bad. 888-368-1580. So there's a guy to keep your eyes on. Washington Huskies. Michael Penix Jr.
It's Michael Penix.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
That is not what you said.
I said it fast.
And therefore wrong.
Last Optimus says, creating an electric sedan creates enough CO2 to match the creation of a gas sedan and run it for 10 years on gasoline. Yeah, but the air is clean. I don't know. Listen, I'm happy to keep on driving these gas cars. Fecal Miss says, is Penix Jr. a tight end? Excuse me. I mean, is he playing the tight end position?
He is a quarterback.
Yeah. Michael Penix Jr., quarterback.
Oh my God.
I said it right. I just said it fast. It's not my fault, Keon. Your ears can't keep up with my mouth.
You're not saying Penix, and you know it. And you know it.
Michael Penix Jr. Michael Penix Jr.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why that keeps happening.
I got my eye on you. I'm watching out. I'm keeping an eye.
Speaking of Penix, Kenny Lofton is in trouble for showing people his Penix Jr. I guess remember him? He used to be with the Cleveland Indians there.
Yeah, U of A graduate, by the way.
Stolen base king.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Well, Kenny Lofton is now he's accused of sending out pictures of his Penix Jr. to people who work for him.
Oh no!
Yeah,
don't do that.
I feel like that this should be something you could get arrested for. I think if you're sending unsolicited Penix pictures to people, that's my new word for it. Then, if I'm going to be accused of saying it, I'm going to just use it as that's what I. If you can send pictures of your Penix. I feel like that's like, you get arrested for flashing in public, don't you? Well, why can't you just send a picture to somebody? You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
I feel like that should be against the law.
I agree.
Unsolicited, and then, Randy, I finally have you under arrest.
Excuse me? I never once send you a picture of my Penix.
Well, not unsolicited. That's my fault. That's on me. That's on me.
Yeah.
So, Kenny Lofton, dirtbag. Isn't that nice?
Certainly seems that way, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Prison Wallet says, at least a gas car is mostly reusable. Yeah, to a point. Yeah, it can be. I mean, I've kept vehicles alive for 275,000 miles. I mean, it could be. Big George says, I'd hate to see Michael Penix Jr. get excited out there on the football field.
That is Michael Penix.
He might get taller. Watermelon says, with all this car talk and environment safety, are we going to glaze over the fact that the past two people that have made cars that run on water have been killed? Worth a Google if you haven't read about it.
The last two people that drive a car. Wait a minute. Came up with a car that runs on water?
Yes, it's a true story. It is true. And I would drive a water vehicle myself. I would watermelon. And that's not just conspiracy theory stuff. That is true right there. That actually
that's a fact. Yeah, I read that like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. There's been somebody that has developed a car, an automobile that runs on water?
So you know what happens if you go against big oil or big auto? You're like, hey, everybody,
government. Yeah.
Come on out. I have just invented a car that runs on water. Why is there a laser pointer on me? Who's doing that? Why? Why?
Because somebody was explaining it the other day, because when you separate the hydrogen out from the water molecule, there's energy in that reaction. You can power
That's the
things
guy who invented it, but he's dead.
Right.
So.
That's
Don't even bother. Don't explain the science, Keon. You might be next.
He was buried at sea.
Oh, I only barely understand it. Auto industry. I'm not explaining anything really.
I don't know how to do this. Please don't kill me.
I only barely understand. What am I even talking about? I'm just a silly guy. What?
Close the windows. It's a Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Hey, I'm Jackie, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit is the chicken. It is golden brown, so juicy, so delicious. It's the perfect savory start to my day.
Hey, I'm Matt, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit is the freshly baked, flaky, buttery biscuit. When I take a bite, it's kind of like, crispy, soft, crispy. Crispy outside, soft interior, crispy chicken. There's really nothing like it.
Start your day with the Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit, available on the Chick-fil-A app. Real Chick-fil-A guests paid for their testimonials.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
It's true. Difficult times have a way of focusing us. We have to think about what matters most when it comes to our spending, our healthcare. No doubt. This is why so many people are joining Medi-Share right now. Medi-Share is a trusted way to save up to 50% on your monthly healthcare costs. More than 400,000 people have already made the switch. It's pretty obvious why, too. Now, during this challenging season, with healthcare costs and out-of-pocket expenses going up, Medi-Share can save you a lot of money. The typical family saves $500 a month. And Medi-Share is a Christian healthcare sharing ministry that's worked beautifully for 29 years. There are different options to choose from to fit your budget. I'll give you the number here in a second. And if you call, you can get a price within 2 minutes. Maybe now is the perfect time to make the switch and start saving. Here you go. Call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
New message. Hey, girlfriend, it's Carol from jury duty. We never actually spoke, but I saw you order the same hoagie as me at lunch. What are the chances? Anywho, I heard you just got a boat. We should totally grab some hoagies and take it out for a spin.
When you get a boat, you also get new friends. Make sure Progressive's one of them and get coverage today for as little as $100 a year.
Do I want to feel the wind in my hair? Guilty as charged. Oh, seriously, let's ride on your boat.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Annual premium for basic liability policy not available in all states.
Seems like everything is going electric these days. Electric cars, electric trucks. But what you save on gas, you pay for with that electric bill. With all these things being plugged into your house, wouldn't it be nice to save up to 85% on your monthly electric bill? Well, you can do that with zero down and no payments for 12 months. Call Harmon Solar. Harmon Solar is a family-owned, woman-owned local company that uses top-of-the-line equipment. Call Harmon Solar, 800-281-3189. That's 800-281-3189. Or go to harmonsolar.com.
Admit it, you love the action. You love the excitement.
For a touchdown.
You love the big plays.
Sideline, the 30, the 20, 15, 10, 5, rock and roll, touchdown.
And you love the big hits. So do we. The NFL. We've got the games you want and the info you need. Listen for the latest 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic, Arizona's home for the NFL.
Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. I only have two more things. I only have I only have five more things to talk about before we get to talking some NFL football.
Okay.
By the way, if you didn't hear at the beginning of the show, the draft order has been picked by Buddy the Dog, and I will be on everybody's league tonight to put your leagues in the correct drafting order. I'm not going to go through the whole thing again, how it was done, but it'll be input there. So by tomorrow, you'll be able to log in and see where you are on this year's draft order for the Daily Blender Fantasy Football League. So, all right. So let's move on to the, well, hold on. I got to get caught up on the text line. Let's see here. Prison Wallet says, can you imagine the flags Penix would get for taunting? Junk Food Jake says, Texas is big on guns and hard on Penix. It's Penix,
Wow,
right?
it's
Sorry.
Penix,
I
yeah.
said Penix, didn't I?
Mhm.
Oh,
And-
that's
and he's
look,
in
I admitted
Washington.
when I mispronounced it.
Well, I appreciate that.
Well, you're just saying that Texas will be hard on Washington during football. Don't they play each other?
I don't think so. Not this season. Texas and
Oh.
Washington. Yeah.
Well, I imagine you'll be soft on Penix then. 888-368-1580. So what was I doing? Oh, so this is just the, probably somebody making some money. Didn't there be like one guy who held the trademark for the USFL? There was a guy,
Yeah,
right?
he had the trademark to that, and all
Did he
all the
represent-
teams that were.
Did he represent other people, or did he just have it for himself?
I think he represented some other people, but
Uh-huh.
if I'm not mistaken, yeah.
I think he just got rich because Fox has settled the trademark suit.
Okay.
And so now they can continue to use the USFL names and logos and stuff. And which, this is the smartest man on the planet. He just settled, which means that they got some money for something that's not going to last more than one more year. And it's only lasting one more year because Fox invested in it. And they're like, oh, no, we're seeing this through. It will end after next year. My prediction is the USFL will be done after this year.
See, now I disagree with you there. Normally, I would stand with you, step lock and all that, but there's been a handful of USFL players that have made NFL teams.
That doesn't matter. Doesn't mean the product out there is worth watching because one guy makes it.
However, if they're getting talent from the USFL, maybe the NFL jumps in. They see an opportunity here. They jump in partnership with this, and it becomes a true NFL partnership.
And guess what? The NFL partnership, I believe, is more in line with the XFL, isn't it?
I don't know about that.
Or was it the USFL? Either way, it doesn't matter. It's
All
not
right.
going
All
to
right.
matter. It doesn't
All right.
matter if the lowest cut players from the NFL go to the USFL or XFL. It doesn't matter if the best players from the XFL or the USFL go up to the NFL. I mean, that's like saying, oh, we just got a guy who's a walk-on, which means anybody could play, in the NFL. It's not how it works. It's just some guy who, if he had not been playing for the USFL or the XFL, still probably would have been trying out and probably still would have get called up. I don't think it's because the NFL sitting there watching every USFL game going, ooh, I hope we find a good one. They're not. They're just
I
not.
don't know. I don't
Ain't
know.
happening.
There's a quarterback that's playing. I can't think of his name right now. PJ Tucker or something.
Yeah, he's in Carolina, which that's been actually he came
was
from not
the NFL first.
He was NFL, XFL,
Right.
NFL. But a lot of these
So-
guys
Well,
in the
he went
USFL were
USFL. And the guy we talked about yesterday, Laverius, what was his name for the Cowboys?
Jr.?
No, he's
I thought it was his brother. I just
But
thought
these-
maybe it was his brother.
a lot of these guys from the USFL that are coming up had some NFL experience, even if it was a few weeks in training camp and then they got cut.
See, I think there's a connection growing here. I think there's
There's
a
not.
bond growing.
No.
Mm-hmm.
The connection and bond is between the practice squad and the NFL
Mm.
more than the USFL or XFL.
All right.
That's just
All
the
right.
way it is.
All right.
I mean, hey, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If you're right, well, okay, fine. But I feel like, I don't know, should there be a bet?
No, I don't think there should be a bet. I just kind of sense this thing happening between the USFL and the NFL, not the XFL, because the XFL is too WWE.
I mean,
Well,
I
that
don't think
remains to be seen, though. We
I-
don't know if that is the same direction that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who used to be a wrestler, is going to take. After I finished the sentence, I realized you're probably right.
But
Yeah.
he seems to want it to be more respectable because it's not like
But
he
owns
hasn't
the place.
It's not like he hasn't played football.
Well,
either.
he owns it, and he played at University of Miami, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't think he
For a minute.
he was there. He was there a few years.
Yeah,
Didn't he
but I
graduate
think he
from
got
there?
hurt or something, or he just wasn't
Well,
that good.
Well, anyway, I don't see the XFL being the link. I see the USFL being the link.
Well, either way, it don't matter because
right.
no link is going to make a difference in the longevity.
Anyway,
I think you're going to see because the USFL go bye-bye.
I think that Randy's right. There's a link there, but I also agree, Jeffrey, that if it's not watchable, then doesn't matter.
Boy, you play both sides of the fence, don't you?
Well, no, I understand.
always
I just
playing
understand
both
where you're
sides
both
of the
coming
damn
from.
fence.
But like ultimately, I'm agreeing with Jeffrey because
ultimately you're agreeing with both of us playing both sides of the fence.
I'm not.
I see what you're doing.
Said he ultimately agrees with me.
Yeah, I'm not agreeing with both of you. I am ultimately agreeing with Jeffrey. I'm saying
I see what Randy's saying, but I also see what Jeffrey's saying.
I'm saying you have a point.
See what you're saying. You hear what they're saying.
I hear. Yes, I understand that.
About it.
Playing both sides of the fence there, Keon.
There is no fence, Randy. There's no fence here.
Obviously not, because if there was a fence, he'd have to pick one or the other. But he's just going right between the yards.
I am not. I am
between
saying
your yard and my yard.
Jumped on my yard.
Saying the USFL is not.
He jumped on my yard first, though. I would like to point that out.
Nobody's jumping your yard because you just got a hair trigger.
No, he was in my yard first, and he said, "But I can also see what Jeffrey." As if
like to give people credit, even when they have a point, even if I don't necessarily agree, which I don't for this case because I think
about you, Randy.
No, I think he's talking about.
Oh
you.
my gosh!
Pretty sure he's talking about you.
Agree to not disagree. We just all agree you're wrong.
Not agreeing to anything.
Against the Spread says, congratulations to Dodge Motors on their slow, steady climb into the dustbin of history. Who wants a $50,000 car you can't even drive to Vegas? Probably the same guy who has a man bun, drinks Zimas, and wants to turn his garage in the Palo Verde generating station.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, if you can't make it to Vegas, that's the other thing. I'm not buying any electric cars until the range gets decisively better. You got a point there against the Spread.
I will be long gone by the time they can do that. Damn gone.
I don't want anything to change either, but it's going to happen, and you might embrace part of it. King of Kitten says, Candy O, I need you so.
Yeah.
Good song. Hefty Lefty says, in NFL quarterback news, the Broncos announced the starter for the third preseason game. They spelled Russell Wilson's name weird, though. I don't know. He's talking.
I don't know either.
Russell Wilson is not starting the third preseason game.
I get that as the joke, but
how will they ever win?
So far they haven't won anything.
Boomer Sooner says, Jeffrey, you should tell The Rock to his face that he wasn't that good.
Yeah.
Okay. Because he'll admit that because he was not that great and he got injured. So,
and he's a great performer. So he did the wrestling. I don't understand.
Pinocchio says, whatever happened to the XFL great? He hate me. Well, we hated him, and that was the end of it.
Well, not only that, but I think he stopped and he played NBA basketball.
He hate me? No, that was XFL guy.
No, his name is Kyrie Irving now.
Last Optimus says, Jeffrey and Randy sound like a pair of schoolgirls arguing over which one of them the sexiest man in radio prefers.
You know what? I got your schoolgirl right here in my right inseam.
Yeah. Just come on, take a look at it.
Yeah.
Just look real close there, and I'm going to punch you in the head.
Yeah.
888-368-1580. Let's see here. What's next? Speaking of Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant and the Brooklyn Nets, they've gotten together and they've decided to move forward together, which means Kevin Durant lost.
Yeah.
He lost the entirety of what he wanted, how he wanted it to go. Now he's going to have to face Steve Nash and that GM on a regular basis, even though he says, Steve Nash and I, oh no, that was the other guy who said that, met with Kevin Durant and that we've decided to move forward. So still, he said some things, didn't he?
Yeah,
said a few things.
Which one of my rules in life is don't say things you can't take back. And he said many things that you can't take back, like, "Hey, you, Steve Nash, I don't want you to have a job anymore. Not here. Take a hike."
Once you say that, you have no other option than if they don't give you what you want, you have to leave. You have to quit. You have to retire. You have to do whatever you have to do to not be on that practice court when the time comes, because you have just scorched the earth. Now, what is worse, that he has to show up to practice or that Steve Nash has to see him in practice? Which one is worse? Who do you think is more like, ugh, by this? I think Steve Nash is going to be pretty ugh.
I mean, I think Durant's going to probably be pretty ugh. I mean, to the degree that you wanted the guy fired, tells me you're not really in tune with his vision. And quite frankly, I don't know what vision, because I was watching some of those plays being drawn up last year, and I don't know what that was.
Well, Kevin Durant's not going to, he doesn't care what Steve Nash thinks. Kevin Durant's ego is enormous. Steve Nash, I think you're right, Jeffrey. Steve Nash will be the one. It'll be awkward between Kevin and Steve Nash.
Got news for you, Keon. If you try to get me fired, you better not miss.
Wow. For a person who's never watched The Wire, that was like damn near a quote from The Wire.
Oh, really? I've never seen it. No.
Yeah, one of the characters says, and I'm not going to spoil anything, he goes, if you come at the king, you better not miss. And
that's an old saying.
Somebody missed, and
somebody heard me say that.
And well, it got ugly in that show. But yeah, no, I don't want you fired. So
if I ever got wind of something like that, one of us will no longer be around.
I live in reality Jeffrey, and not Game of Thrones.
Why do you want to go after Jeffrey?
Well, like I said, I live in reality and not Game of Thrones, so it's not happening. I'm not going after anybody.
Boy, Jeffrey, I'm sorry.
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm good. So yeah, Kevin Durant, still a New Jersey Net. I don't care what the hell they're called. So here's something else. I'm trying to get through the rest of what we got to get through so we can talk football. Will Halitosis had to leave the tour because he had a couple of herniated discs, which, by the way, don't say herniated discs too fast.
Herniated discs.
Too fast. Don't say too fast.
Too fast.
So how did he herniate his disc, I wonder?
Well, did you see when he won that one tournament? Did you see his girlfriend?
Is she fat?
No.
Is he like picking her up and stuff?
No.
Oh.
No.
Well, then I don't understand. If he doesn't have to carry her around.
I think you do. Keon, you understand what I'm saying, don't you?
Yeah.
Did he say it was
no.
injury?
No.
I mean,
Randy is just drawing conclusions.
I can understand if she was like a biggin. You know
okay, so he is skinny as a pencil.
Yeah, so she broke.
I said pencil. And B, she's a handsome woman.
Handsome.
I'm just going to put 2 and 2 together here. He won all that money in that first tournament. He was number 1 in the damn playoffs for the PGA on his way to winning a $11 or $12 million thing there at the FedEx Cup.
Mm-hmm.
And the party maybe went a little long.
Could be. But I remember when he won when he won that tournament the other day?
Oh yeah,
FedEx.
Yeah.
His fiance Caitlin.
See?
No, Randy, calm down. I'm just gonna say.
Now she's his fiance.
Well, I think she got in his head because
I'm sure she got into something else.
We're gonna take a break because it has nothing to do with that.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we're just gonna take a break. I can't tell the story if you keep playing that damn music. So we'll be back. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
You know, it's true. Difficult times have a way of focusing us. We have to think about what matters most when it comes to our spending, our healthcare. No doubt. This is why so many people are joining Medishare right now. Medishare is a trusted way to save up to 50% on your monthly healthcare costs. More than 400,000 people have already made the switch. It's pretty obvious why, too. Now, during this challenging season, with healthcare costs and out-of-pocket expenses going up, Medishare can save you a lot of money. The typical family saves $500 a month. And Medishare is a Christian healthcare sharing ministry that's worked beautifully for 29 years. There are different options to choose from to fit your budget. I'll give you the number here in a second. And if you call, you can get a price within 2 minutes. Maybe now is the perfect time to make the switch and start saving. Here you go. Call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
Hi, Jada Cantor here, Desert Wholesale Diamond. I'm Diamond Dave's daughter. For over 31 years, my dad has been importing directly from overseas and building beautiful rings for clients. all at wholesale prices. How can he do what no one else can? He grew up in my grandpa's 22-store chain, starting part-time at age 13. And when he sold to the big chains, my dad started his own company in 1990. No one else with the fourth-generation connections, in-house importing, and design opens their office to individuals but him. He loves offering expertise to you so you can get a true wholesale deal and propose with the ring you never imagined possible. It's amazingly rewarding, and so many of his clients become friends. If you had a friend that could offer you a true wholesale deal on a diamond, wouldn't you call him? Well, now you do. My dad, Diamond Dave.
Call Diamond Dave at 480-397-2450 or reach him on Instagram at Diamond Dave Cantor. That's Kantor, or visit him online at diamonddaveaz.com. That's diamonddaveaz.com.
The roar of our engines, the pump of our heartbeats, the pedal to our metal, the sparks that ignite us, the pistons that push us, the passions that drive us. From the feelings that move us to the places that pull us on the roads that unite us. With nearly 6,000 stores and over 17,000 auto care centers, Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
It's time once again for the Harmon Solar 1580 The Fanatic NFL Fan Pick'em Contest. Set your picks each week and see if you are this season's best game picker. Play against the Fanatic Air Staff. Play against your fellow listeners. First prize is $1,580. Second place is $500. Thanks to our great friends at Harmon Solar. The Harmon Solar 1580 The Fanatic NFL Fan Pick'em Contest. From your home for the NFL, playoffs, and Super Bowl in the Valley. 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic. 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
Live and local.
Dave Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. Don't forget, we are broadcasting live on Friday and Saturday. That's right, on Friday at noon to 2, it's the main event. After that, at 3 p.m. to 6 p.m., it's the Daily Blender out there at the Dave & Buster's in the Tempe Marketplace. And then again on Saturday morning at 11 a.m., a very special Blender remote broadcast from Dave & Buster's at the Tempe Marketplace. Rosalie Michaels is going to join us, and it's 2 hours of draft talk. That's right. Fantasy football information. You can ask Rosalie Michaels questions. We're going to talk about every position group that there is in football to kind of give you some thoughts and insight leading up to your draft. Then at 1:30, all of the Daily Blender fantasy football leagues will draft at the same time from Dave & Buster's. Now, if you can't be there, you can do it online. But holy crap, whether you're in a league or not, you should come out. It's going to be an amazing party. It's going to be so much damn fun. You don't want to miss this. Again, Dave & Buster's at the Tempe Marketplace. That happens Saturday at 11 a.m. And then, of course, our afternoon shows on Friday. So figure it out, okay? Figure it out. Find a way to get out there to one, if not both days. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be nuts.
I know I'm going to be there both days.
I know I'm going to be there both days.
I know I'm going to be there one day.
Yeah, because he's not going to be there both days.
I gotta, I gotta be here so that Izzy can go on Friday. So
we didn't need to explain that.
That's true. Just
I'm sorry you can't be there both days.
I'm not bitter about it.
I'm sorry you're whining about it.
I'm not really whining about
really
it.
kind of sorry that you had to air our dirty laundry on the radio like that. It's just okay. We get it. Okay, you're moping. Fine.
Yeah,
it's fine.
You get to be there one day.
At least I'm on there on the draft day.
I'm not helping you, Boomer Sooner. Boomer Sooner says, Jeffrey, since you've designated Boomer Sooner as the old guy, I might need your help. No, I just know. Come on, man. Bring your laptop. Oh, by the way, here's some advice. Yes, there is Wi-Fi, but I would suggest to avoid any big problems, you hotspot your phone. You try to show up with your own internet and for your computer. You can try to draft off your phone if you want.
The app is pretty good.
I'd rather do it on a computer myself because you have a way to see more and do more. But you could sit there with your phone. But Boomer Sooner, you should probably, Wi-Fi from Dave and Buster's. I hear that's really good, or you hotspot your own stuff, because if there's over 100 people using the Wi-Fi to draft at the same time, as good as Dave and Buster's internet might be, it may not be up to that. So you really got to think about having your own hotspot. That's what I'm going to do. I just hate to see anybody get hosed on draft day because their internet connection. You know what I'm saying?
And just as a precaution, just get the NFL.com app on your phone in the event that something's up with your computer, so you can at least draft from your phone.
I don't know that Boomer Sooner is the oldest person listening. That makes me wonder everybody's age. I don't know if I want to do this today, but we should do like a roll call. Tell us how old you are. You know, I know Sheriff Tom is up there in years. I think he's told us as much at one point. I know some of these other guys are. But I'm kind of curious about. Aren't you kind of curious about how what the age of the audience is?
Yeah, but if they all show up on Friday and Saturday, I guess we'll find out.
We are starting early enough. 11 a.m. is about dinner time for most old folks.
Yep, and they've got food there. Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. Boomer says he's 66. Can anyone do older? That's what we'll do. Instead of asking everybody's age, let's just say if you're older than 66, give us a shout out, and we'll keep going until we get the oldest listener. And I think there should be a prize for the oldest listener, you know, verified by, of course, ID. But I think we should have a prize for the oldest. I'm not going to say youngest, because it's borderline bad parenting if you have a kid listening to the show.
And some parents have told us that they do. I don't know how to feel about that. Just knowing that. But here we are.
You know what you're in for. Boomer Sooner wants to know if we're still arm wrestling. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm not worried about losing. You very well might win. I'm not worried about losing, but I am not sure about the liability. I'll have to ask Radio Ron if that's even allowed. Eddie V says, I'm 55, but I act like a 12-year-old. You might as well just put I'm space, but I act like a 12-year-old. And that is 99% of the people do the show and listen to the show.
Yep.
That's a fair thing.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Cliff Dingleberry says, I can promise you my team won't be the worst team in fantasy this year.
It's time to rise up.
Who was that last year?
Probably me.
No. We actually did award, I think, some sort of $25 check for the worst.
I think it was Boogie.
No,
it wasn't. No, it wasn't Boogie.
I have to ask Ralph, because he still has the giant check we're supposed to give somebody. Big George says, question, will the Siege be there on Saturday?
The Siege?
He will, but he'll be like just down in a hallway.
Yeah. With a faulty bullhorn.
He'll be in a bathroom. He'll be in a bathroom stall.
Oh, Cliff Dingleberry, it was you. Well, you got to come out to the remote. We're ready to present you with your $25 check for being the worst fantasy football player. And I bet we're going to do this again this year, too. So, yes, are you coming to the remote, Cliff? Florida Mustard says, Willie Z herniated those discs by catching. He thought it was him at the Oakland A's game. No, it didn't even look like him. By the way, we were trying to talk about this earlier. Will halitosis, he's got that fiance, Caitlin Sellers. Now, I think this is one of those things where, I hate to get involved in somebody else's life, but I'm just going to say, dump her. Just dump her. I don't even care what she looks like. Dump her. Here, let me just read you what he said. He says, I kind of had a hilarious conversation with my fiance. She asked me Thursday night what my plans were if I didn't make the weekend. So like, if you didn't make the cut, she's like, so what are you going to do? What are we going to do if you don't make the cut? She's like, why would you say that? Yeah, she meant it in good fun. But that's the thing, though. Can you imagine saying that to someone? He's like, all he's focused is trying to win a tournament. She's, well, if you don't make it, what do you want to do this weekend? Like, it's no big deal. Dumper.
Well,
you guys don't agree?
Will Zalatoris has won a couple of $1 million already on the tour.
Yeah, but
I think $4 or $5 million already.
Way to minimize what this guy is trying to achieve.
I get what you're saying, but maybe she's just trying to keep the mood light, and she was awkward about it.
I don't know. He would know better what she meant by that. I don't know.
Maybe she was trying to keep it light.
Just dump her.
Just seems a little extreme.
I don't think so. dumper.
I'll tell you what we're doing this weekend. You're packing up. Bye.
Yeah. There's a truck going to come over, and there's some dudes that are going to load up your stuff. Don't be alarmed. I'm dumping you.
That seems pretty alarming, but
well, still, you have to try. That's just a horrible thing to say.
I think it was awkward.
Like, if you don't live, can I have your watch? That sort of thing.
My kids ask that to me all the time. What does that mean?
It means you have a nice watch. And finally, at least there's one nice thing. Cam Smith, the LIV, turncoat on the PGA. You know what I'm saying?
Is it official now? Is it official now?
Oh, it's getting close. If they haven't already, I think it's happening. But not too long ago, he had a horrible shot. He had a tee shot right into a fan, just standing there on the side of and they were standing there, and it hit their phone and broke it. It just destroyed it. Yeah. And so what he did is he walked over and shook the guy's hand, said, "Here, signed a glove. Here, would you like this?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, thank you." And said, "Well, here, give me your phone number." And so then what he did was he ordered the person a new phone, got him a new iPhone.
That's nice of him. Yeah.
Good for him.
I mean, I guess you can see that. You feel bad because, it was such a bad shot. There was no way that should have happened. So, I guess he ordered it, and it showed up like almost right away. The guy was like, "Wow, that's amazing." So, was it a guy or a girl? I don't know. Anyway, so that was pretty nice to see something like that. Somebody take a responsibility, because some of these other golfers will just keep walking, not even give a crap. I know you guys talked about the guy. Who was it that chucked the remote control ball?
Rory McIlroy.
What the hell, man? That thing has got to be expensive. Somebody's having a little bit of fun.
Not anymore.
It ain't no big deal. How much do you think that thing cost?
I don't know. He put some sort of a device inside of a golf ball, made it a remote golf ball.
Like those remote control droid things from the Star Wars.
Like a gyro scope sort of thing to make that thing go.
So you didn't need to throw it in the damn pond.
Well, to be honest, okay, the guy is walking up to the green. The other players' balls are on the green.
There were balls out there already.
Yeah, some Nimrod starts this remote control ball, and it goes by both of their balls on. They could have hit their balls. That could have been a whole situation. Once he whacked it away with his he had his putter out. He got it away from the hole the first time, and the guy tried again. So, all right.
Okay. You're right. So then, I guess throwing it was appropriate. Plus, he's a fellow Irishman. I'll give it to him.
Yeah.
It's okay. Yeah. I just that's a lot of money, I think, in that little ball.
Well, the guy should have been a little more wise about where he chose to demonstrate the
Did they catch the guy? Because I'm sure the guy was not like sitting there holding it out like that. He's probably just like trying to be fun.
I don't know. I didn't read that much into it. I mean, I'm sure they did, and they asked him to leave the grounds.
Well, because that's exactly what they should have done, thrown him out. But
he's probably the only guy on the grounds that was crying because his $1,000 investment in a remote control golf ball just ended up in the lake out there.
The one guy went, "Hey!" That was him.
Found him.
Put him in cuffs and lead him off the grounds.
Against the Spread says, "I love Zalatoris, but he might need to upgrade his fiance. The reason he's never won a PGA tournament because he's too short. I guess the rough tickles is okay." Excuse me. I'm just going to stop there. Boomer Sooner says, "Guys, it's all in the approach. You can ask any question. You just have to approach it the right way."
Guys. Yeah.
All right, Boomer. The hell are you talking about? How's that? King Kitten says, "Randy, it's raining hard in North Phoenix. Deer Valley might flood. We might get swept away. Mayday, mayday." Might be a bit dramatic. We probably get some weather updates in the next hour, huh, Randy?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I could have something.
Lacrosse guy says, "Cantlay must be related to the Belichicks. He's a face licker." What?
Face licker?
What? Hefty Lefty says, Ted Hitchcock almost had a herniated disc after the final game of the regular season for the Sudbury Bulldogs, That is a true story. He's not lying. Man Bear Pig says, "Hey, what happened to Phil?"
He left.
Well, yeah, Phil has moved on to doing something on Sirius XM. And I've never felt more comfortable.
Where have you been? It's been over a year.
I no longer have to worry about a gyrating, a pair of Speedos in my face. I'm at ease. I am calm and happy.
Yeah.
We like Phil. Don't get me wrong. Phil is still, it was a lot of fun. It's just a little weird. It's too much. Sometimes it's a little too much. Joe the Show says Kevin Durant staying out was the best news I've heard from the Lakers all season. Yeah, that was the only thing that would have made me even happier to see Kevin Durant show up on the Lakers. Holy moly. Boomer Sooner says he's in North Phoenix. No rain. Listen, we don't need a roll call on the precipitation. Randy White's going to have you covered in the next hour, I promise. In fact, we'll do it shortly after we get into the next hour. So I guess it took us 2 hours to get through all the non-football stuff. We did sneak a little football in there, but the next hour, non-stop NFL. So come on back, kids. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. And remember, go to 1580thefanatic.com. There's a link to talk about our fantasy football draft party at Dave & Buster's. And there's a link for the Harmon Solar Fan Pick'em contest. Go see both. It's Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
When Big Mobile charges you an arm and a leg, they're taking your money and your power and your arm and leg. Boost Mobile gives your power back with an unlimited plan for $25 a month on one of America's largest 5G networks. We can't give you back your arm and your leg because we're not qualified surgeons, unless you're an iguana who can grow limbs back. Switch to Boost and get an unlimited plan for $25 a month. Boost Mobile. Unleash your power. New customers only. One line, $25 per month with auto pay. Additional restrictions apply. See boostmobile.com for details.
Hey guys, time to get your fantasy football on. Be part of the Daily Blender Fantasy Football League. See if your team has what it takes to take on the Blender personalities of the fourth dimension. You could win $100 from our friends at Harmon Solar if you win your league. To sign up, just email me, blender@1580thefanatic.com. Blender@1580thefanatic.com. That's blender@1580thefanatic.com. Oh, you should probably listen to the show too. It's the Daily Blender Fantasy Football League, only from 1580 The Fanatic.
You've been putting back a few, and a few becomes a few too many. For a moment, you think of calling for a ride, but nah, you live nearby. What's the worst that could happen? You get pulled over, your insurance goes up, you lose your license, you total your car, you kill someone. The results of driving drunk are tragic. That's why law enforcement is out there looking for impaired drivers to save lives. So if you think you're okay to drive after a few drinks, think again. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by NHTSA.
If you're an IT professional looking for an opportunity with great benefits and the freedom to creatively solve problems in a career with great growth potential and a team environment, look no further than Affinity Technology. Serving the Valley since 1992, Affinity Technology is looking for a level 1 tech to develop and deliver excellent solutions and outstanding customer service. Visit atechaz.com/jobs and get started with your future today. That's atechaz.com/jobs.
Hey, I'm Jackie, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit is the chicken. It is golden brown, so juicy, so delicious. It's the perfect savory start to my day.
Hey, I'm Matt, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit is the freshly baked, flaky, buttery biscuit. When I take a bite, it's kind of like, crispy, soft, crispy. Crispy outside, soft interior, crispy chicken. There's really nothing like it.
Start your day with the Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit, available on the Chick-fil-A app. Real Chick-fil-A guests paid for their testimonials.
Using meth taught me everything about freedom, only not like you think. It taught me how easy it is to lose your freedom. If you think meth is taking control of you, ask for help. You have the power to be truly free. I know. I'm Jan, and I'm free from meth.
If you or someone you know is struggling with meth, call 1-800-662-HELP for 24-hour free and confidential treatment referral. Learn more at samhsa.gov/meth.
KQFN Tempe, also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM
and K240 Rollins Hills at 95.9 FM.
It's time for the third hour.
Quiet, people, settle down.
Because it's time. Time for what?
Showtime. When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, buddy, it's 5 o'clock here on the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. Got Keon Rose in the control room, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580, as we broadcast live in the Harman Solar Studios in Scottsdale. King Kitten says, you know, I miss the evening sunlight filtered through the blinds onto Phil's face. And what about Kaler? Whatever happened to Kaler the quitter? Well, you obviously know he quit. So,
it's in his title.
Yeah, kind of quit.
Yeah. So I don't know what you need to know, and I guess I can give you Phil's personal information if you want, but yeah, he's no longer here. Hefty Lefty says those golf balls that McElroy threw, the remote control ones, like $60, so it's not that big a deal. Well, yeah, then that guy should definitely be thrown out. I was thinking that thing would be like hundreds of dollars or something. And now I want one, just not to mess with actual golfing events. Whoa, that could be fun on the golf course. Everybody's like, oh my God, every time Jeffrey hits it, it's a hole in one. All right, so let's get into it. I've been waiting to talk football for a while. And listen, I know I missed a couple of shows. So if I talk about something you talked about, let me know and we'll move on. Just be nice about it. Okay. Don't you don't have to blow a horn or be mean.
Okay.
Just let me know.
All right.
So, all right. I know that you guys, and I'm not sure why, talked about preseason games as if they were a real thing. But I'm not going to do that.
We didn't break down games. We talked a little about the Cardinals game and some of the things that happened during the Cardinals game. We didn't talk about the game. We talked about some standout rookies from preseason, week number 2. Mm-hmm. We didn't talk about games.
And guess what?
What?
Even they look good in a game, right, that doesn't mean they look good in reality. So they may not even be on the team.
I thought it was interesting. I'm sorry. Please.
I know you're starved. We're starved for stuff, but you've noticed we generally, when I'm around, there's no reason to talk about.
I know
games.
that. I know
None
that.
of it matters. None of it matters. Keon wants to fight me in the street over this.
I'm not going to fight you in the street, but it does matter.
I am not you, and I did not have my hand is not on the same pulse of the sports world that you are on.
I can't say I have my hand on the pulse of the sports world, but I have a hand on the pulse of reality.
Okay.
Yeah. Look, you got to be measured in it. No one's saying if a guy has a really good preseason game, we should send him to Canton, Ohio, make a bust and give him a gold jacket. All I'm saying is one guy, dude has ability to catch over, make contested catches. That's a thing that just translates. It
does. A guy to watch.
If a person can't separate in preseason, I learned something like, oh, good Lord, that guy can't separate. That's not good. That doesn't mean that you take it as gospel or project someone's entire career based off of some preseason games. It just means, all right, I've seen some traits here that clearly can translate or not translate, depending on what it is.
Okay, so I saw this in the CBS, the things that they learned about our teams in week 2.
Okay.
I think this is a current thing, so I don't think you guys talked about it. But here's what they said about the Arizona Cardinals. They talked about Kyler Murray being a play caller and saying, I guess the Cardinals, did pretty good under Kyler Murray. Which is the only time you'll hear anything in under Kyler Murray.
Well, they performed pretty well, and I think it was a positive that Kyler Murray got involved in the offense.
Well, they said he took over the headset and immediately engineered a 16-play, 74-yard touchdown drive from the sideline. And whatever.
I was just going to say, and prove to Steve Keim and to Cliff Dingleberry that perhaps he can call his own plays and maybe give him some freedom to do that when you're it's up against the wall and you need to have a touchdown. Let Kyler make a call here.
How do you feel about trusting Kyler Murray with play calling?
If it keeps him involved in the game, I feel great.
Yeah, I mean, it's not because no one's questioning whether or not he's smart enough to do it. The guy's clearly smart. It's not that. It's, can you keep him engaged? Can you keep him dialed in? And that's the thing that you feel like as an organization you shouldn't have to do. Okay, yeah. But if you have to do it and it's working, what's the problem?
Okay, so now for the Washington Commandos, they said, oh boy, look at Brian Robinson. How about that guy? Now, do you feel like that you've seen something from this guy where he should be the starter at running back?
Yeah. I mean, the guy's he's a stocky person. He's hard to tackle. And you saw this at Alabama when he was there, and he didn't get enough of the attention at Alabama because, fourth year senior, he waited his turn. He sat behind all the great Alabama running backs. He's not quite the athlete that Najee Harris was. So no one talked about him in those terms, but the guy picks up 5-6 yards every time he touches the ball. He always falls forward. And more to the point that Ron Rivera likes, he doesn't fumble.
Yeah, Gibson fumbled like a crap ton, so he'll probably end up back in the slot, or they'll just slather his hands with stickum. I don't know. If he's fumbling as a running back, you feel like he's probably going to fumble as a slot receiver.
Yes and no. I mean, because
there's different running styles.
Yeah, and if you catch it and you see it like a safety coming down to hit you, you can just go down. Whereas in a running back, you're supposed to keep pushing forward, and then those are the opportunities where if you don't protect the ball properly, you put it on the ground.
And for my Indianapolis Colts, CBS is saying that Nick Cross is not someone to be crossed. Shut up, CBS. But they're saying that he showed, a lot of spunk, a lot of gusto, as my wife says. He's chasing down the ball all over the place, and he's helped in run support, which is something you don't expect from this guy. He's taking out halfbacks. He stops receivers. He's playing that tough and aggressive. Now, I have not seen him in action, but it is kind of nice to hear about an exciting new player for the Colts. But then again, I'll caution you all, it's preseason.
Yes.
So I don't know if this is reality or not.
It is preseason. Yes.
Yeah, but when they start talking about things like that, what is reality is the effort is there. So there's a chance for him to make this roster if he's, got a skill set that the Colts like, because, okay, this guy, his motor never stops. He's always going after the football. He seems to always be involved in plays. Those are the kinds of things that help you.
The ball hawk. Yeah. And I'm glad because, all the defense, the better, right? Especially in the AFC right now. Okay. Another thing we learned is, oh my God, Brian Dable has got a filthy, filthy mouth.
Brian Dable.
Don't put him on a hot mic ever again. Did you? It wasn't even a hot mic on him. He wasn't mic'd up, but he was so loud you could hear him screaming, "That's effing bull bleep! What the bleep!" He was mad about a call during the Giants and the Bengals. It was in the fourth quarter, and he just lost his bleep. But you could hear him. And the thing is, how come we could never hear Bruce Arians? He dropped so much foul language on those refs on a near constant basis. You didn't have to hear it. You could lip read him, because unless he was talking about vacuums and ice holes and stuff like that, there's no way.
And ice holes, okay?
If you lip read those things, it's something else. So how in the hell was the crowd just so quiet and he was the only voice? It was just very clear how he felt about what happened on that pass interference call.
I have no idea. I always imagine Bruce Arians, though, as the guy that kind of, he gets close to you and just says a bunch of, I'm going to stab you in your sleep. And you're just like, whoa, Bruce, look easy. And then no one else hears him.
I've seen him shouting. Maybe the broadcast people are like, oh no, turn it off, turn it off. They just knew it was coming from him.
Yeah, I think Brian Dable maybe doesn't have the reputation.
I love in this story, again, it's preseason, but they say the 47-year-old, though, ended up going home happy regardless because the Giants used a big fourth quarter to pull out a 25-22 win.
That's the kind of stuff that I don't understand. I don't understand. Like the scores don't matter. No one. If you're looking at the preseason to try and gain any information, just throw the scores away. That's not what matters in the preseason because none of these games count. What on earth?
All right, let's talk about
CBS doing it, and the ESPN does it too, and they all do it. You should be happy if you're a Ravens fan because stop. Just cut it out.
Hefty Lefty says John Gruden used to sell a ton of vacuum peaches to officials. It's true. So we all know that the Thursday Night Football has moved to Amazon, and so people like Keon were wondering, well, what the hell am I going to do? You just go to the Buffalo Wild Wings, and I'd sit there and I'd watch the game. That was your thing, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
it still can be, because now Amazon and DirecTV have reached a deal to show Thursday night football in bars and restaurants.
That's good.
So now you can still have your Thursday night ritual watching the Thursday night football.
That's good news.
I don't know what to expect from the broadcast. I don't know how it's all going to sound. Is it going to be different? Is it going to be better? Is it going to be weird? But we did get a sneak peek at the music. I guess.
I can't find it.
Oh, great. So I guess what they did, they released a video clip of an orchestra all sitting there, and this woman sitting there directing, and they're like, and now here is the Amazon Prime Thursday night football theme. And I don't know if I'm feeling it or not. I don't know. Did you find it yet, Randy?
Hang on, I'm looking.
So Boomer Sooner, there's two people who are going to need help at the draft. You and Randy. I know Big George is not going to be there to help.
I can't find it.
Hefty Lefty wants to know.
I think I might have found it.
Keon, are you a mango habanero guy? What's your wing sauce?
I'm boring. I just like hot wings. Give them to me hot.
I'm the same way about the Chick-fil-A nuggets. Don't need sauce.
No, I
Just
found
the way
it.
They are.
Okay, hang on. Let me put it in here.
Randy doesn't like when other people play audio. So
I got it.
That was just the backup plan.
So here is the Amazon Prime Thursday night football theme.
Yeah.
Sounds like a combination of a bunch of different theme songs, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like nobody in the orchestra is completely sure which one they're supposed to be playing, so they're just sort of making it up.
Yeah.
I think it sucks. I mean, every one of those songs that we are used to, you had to hear for the first time.
Yeah.
I'm not liking it.
I kind of do like it.
Well, you're a college football fan. That's why. It sounds like a bad college football fan. A band. Still, it's a mess. That is a mess.
Yeah, I would agree with you. Hearing it again,
musically, it's a mess.
Yeah, I there's like an orchestra feel, and then they've got some sort of a funky groove behind it.
What it sounds like somebody that has Parkinson's that is over caffeinated driving the car. And it's all over the road.
Well, so here's what happened. The Commandos fight song is so terrible. Everything sounds good to me now. I no longer know what is good music.
You're
sorry.
excluded from judgment on this. After you're right, it does sound like a theme to a Marvel movie or something, or a show.
I think that's the direction they were trying to go. Very heroic,
Yeah, but it has no soul.
No, it really doesn't. Even though they put an
iconic part,
sort of an R&B groove behind it, but it doesn't have a. Yeah, no, I don't like it.
Like it kind of has this little theme that kind of goes throughout the whole song. But it's still not like, you hear the Monday Night Football song, and within 3 seconds, everyone can tell you that's Monday Night Football. Inside the NBA on TNT, you can tell immediately.
Yeah.
Start it again, Randy. Let's hear just the beginning part. Your feature presentation.
Yeah.
And they shouldn't start it there. They should start it on this next part here. Dun, dun. That's it. There's no hook. It goes everywhere but a hook.
Yeah.
There's no real hook, but there is a part that repeats, but it's just kind of caught in everything.
I get it, but since they put that kind of R&B groove behind it, that kind of funky groove behind it, it seems like you needed to have like a bass guitar to really hold down the bottom end, and maybe like an electric guitar with some distortion. I don't know. Fish Tank, where are you? Because you could help us out on this. Dun-dun. You know what I mean?
Here's Fish Tank says that theme sounds like every song on Madden just smashed together and played at the same time.
A lot of people said it.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, it sounded like a video football game. Yeah.
That's what I was saying earlier, Fish Tank. Sounds like nobody was quite sure which one of those songs to play. So they just played them all at the same time. Let's see. Somebody had a good one here. Last Optimist says, sounds like college basketball intro music combined with the Magnificent Seven theme song. Ooh, that is good. That is good. That actually, you're right. That does. Cowboy Sparky says, are we watching a Chips episode? What's the music? Yeah, it doesn't sound like
that's a good point.
But the Chips episode had a hook.
The part of the song that they want to stand out needs to be way clearer, and it's in there, but it's like buried under
all of that. It's a mess.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Fish Tank says all verse, no chorus. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Hefty Lefty says what it needs is more cowbell.
And also, I think it also needs to start faster. Like the Monday Night Football theme song immediately starts with the part that everybody knows.
Okay, I think we now have a proper explanation of what just happened. Educated Sports Dude says the composer of the Thursday Night Football theme is the composer of Marvel movies. She was the composer of Captain Marvel.
Okay.
Okay, well, that makes a ton of sense then.
By the way, Educated Sports Dude, you don't have to put your name at the beginning of every text. You're in the system. So just so you know, this save you a couple of thumb movements right there. 888-368-1580. Eddie V says 2 words, beat off.
Yeah.
I think he means that the beat is off.
Yeah.
Big George says, actually, Big George may in fact be at the Daily Blender draft party. He says, I'm planning on driving out there this weekend just to be there.
Hey, all right.
Wow, Big George.
All right.
That's cool.
Be safe. That's a bit of a haul for you there, buddy.
Yeah.
Cards Chappie says, that theme song sounds like the musical hook for the movie series Now You See Me.
That's true. Yeah.
The Magicians.
Yeah, it sounds like the Magicians movie. Yeah.
You wouldn't know what that is because it's not a Marvel movie there, Keon.
I do watch others, but I don't
believe you. Jim Food Jake says, yeah, it sounds like an Avengers theme right there.
Yeah.
Big George says the song sounds even worse. Sorry, I have to finish that text later because I've done this thing where the screen froze, damn it. Heavy Metal Maniac says, hey, can I get that weather report? It's raining like crazy in Phoenix Central. Let's do that right before the break here.
All right.
Give him about 6 minminutes. He'll have the music.
Give me 6 minutes here. I'll have the music.
How about we do it when we come back?
All right.
It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
Yeah.
This is Brent Musburger's action update for Arizona's new home for sports, The Fanatic. Now, here are the latest lines from my guys in the desert.
One NFL preseason game tonight. The Falcons at the Jets. New York 4-0 straight up and against the spread in their last 4 preseason games against Atlanta. The Jets a 1.5-point favorite tonight. The over-under at 38. College football underway this week with a small selection of games in week 0 before the season will kick off nationwide a week from Saturday. Ohio State quarterback C.J. Stroud is the odds-on favorite to win the Heisman Trophy. Caleb Williams of USC, formerly of Oklahoma, at -125. Last year's winner Bryce Young of Alabama +110. Red Hot winning picks at experts.winnersandwhiners.com. Save 75% on any best bet package with the promo code ACTION75. That's ACTION75 at experts.winnersandwhiners.com. For vsin.com, I'm Trey Westerberg on Arizona's sports betting station.
Hey, Jim. Thanks for coming.
Are you kidding? I never miss one of your dinner parties. How's the new job?
Somehow we're doing great. And I stopped working weekends, thanks to how smooth everything runs on NetSuite by Oracle.
Fantastic. We're still using QuickBooks.
Why haven't you upgraded to NetSuite?
We're making QuickBooks work, sort of.
Shh, watch your language. The kids are right there. Sorry, Amy. NetSuite gives you visibility and control of your financials, inventory, HR, planning, budgeting, and more. NetSuite is everything you need to grow, all in one place. And 93% of surveyed businesses increase their visibility and control since upgrading from QuickBooks to NetSuite.
Yeah, sounds like it's time for me to switch to NetSuite. Over 31,000 businesses already use NetSuite. And for a limited time, NetSuite has extended their one-of-a-kind financing program offer to those ready to upgrade at netsuite.com/radar. Head to netsuite.com/radar for this extended special financing offer on the #1 financial system for growing businesses. netsuite.com/radar.
Here's how we long for Skechers hands-free slip-in footwear.
The world has gone hands-free. However, if you want to put on a pair of sneakers, you still need to bend down and help your feet in. Until now, introducing Skechers hands-free slip-in footwear. You don't need to reach down to help your heel in. You just step into them and off you go. So what's the secret? Well, there's a special smooth comfort pillow in the heel that helps your foot slide into place. And they stay on just like a pair of laced-up sneakers.
Get hands-free slip-ins at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
There's no doubt that Harmon Solar can save you up to 85% on your monthly electric bill. That's a fact. Bruce Jacobs here. But did you know it's possible to get solar for zero down and no payments for 12 months? You can lease, finance, or even purchase outright. They have plans that fit everybody. Harmon Solar is a family-owned, women-owned local company that uses top-of-the-line equipment. Call Harmon Solar at 800-281-3189. That's 800-281-3189, or go to harmonsolar.com.
NASCAR Championship Weekend is back at Phoenix Raceway. Drivers will put it all on the line to claim NASCAR greatness. The Truck Series Championship kicked things off Friday night under the lights.
We're going to tear it up tonight.
Followed by an action-packed Saturday, where fans will witness an ARCA and Xfinity Series Championship doubleheader. Don't miss out on the action November 4th and 5th. Get your tickets now for NASCAR Championship Weekend at PhoenixRaceway.com or call 866-408-RACE.
That one is out of here. The first half of the baseball season is in the books. Now things really get fun. Will the Mets hold on to take the East, or will the defending champs make it interesting? Swing and a liner, fair ball. The Astros are starting to look like the Yankees' biggest contender, or will the Twins set sail in the second half to challenge for the AL crown? Get the latest from around the MLB on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
Today, Blender here on 1580. The Fanatic Bala 51 says, new poll question. Oh, we don't do that on this show. That's the other shows do. We used to do polls and stuff, but then when everybody else is doing polls, we we'll let them do the polls. But he says, would you rather have to listen for 3 hours straight, Thursday Night Football theme song, or the Blender without Jeffrey O'Brien hosting? I think the Blender without me hosting, absolutely right. I mean, that's an easy answer right there.
Thanks a lot, Bala.
I should have.
We try our damn best, Bala.
I wouldn't have read that. Bruno Baller says, Randy, I'm hearing thunder outside. Is there rain in the valley somewhere? Can we get that weather report, please?
There is all kinds of rain. Hi, from the Harmon Solar Fanatic Weather Center Chief Meteorologist Randy White, Supreme Chief Meteorologist, by the way. I don't know if you know this. Radio Ron named me Supreme Chief.
Oh, he added Supreme to it.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So there's no confusion. 103 currently in the West Valley.
That means you come with sour cream.
And 102 in the middle of Phoenix. And
that sounded dirtier than it was supposed to.
102 in the East Valley. Severe weather alert. National Weather Service issuing a severe thunderstorm warning for the greater Phoenix area. And there's clouds and all kinds of things all over the north part of the valley. Maybe I should restart this because there is a lot of stuff happening.
Weather.
There's a lot of weather going on right now in the northwest area, coming down out of Prescott, heading towards the West Valley. There is a major cell right now and crossing Phoenix right now. Central Phoenix heading towards the West Valley. There's a pretty good sized cell, lightning, thunderstorms, rain, wind, and all that good stuff. So you never know. Take shelter if you've got all sorts of lightning out there. Don't go like a fool and stand in the backyard looking at, oh, how pretty is the lightning? You'll get fried. From the Harmon Solar 1580, the Fanatic Weather Center Supreme Chief Meteorologist Randy White. Back to you, Jeff Cope.
You are supreme at that. By the way, I meant like a burrito supreme gets sour cream. That's how you can tell the difference between a Taco Bell burrito and a burrito supreme.
Mm-hmm.
But when I said that about you, it came out wrong.
I come in supreme.
No, you come with
sour cream.
Sour cream.
I think that's the Florida cream guy.
Yeah. 888-368-1580.
Is it Florida cream? What's his name? Florida.
I don't.
Juice. What's his
I have
name?
no idea what you're talking about now. Boomer Sooner says, Jeffrey, are you wearing your Colts jersey Saturday? I don't know. Are we going to wear our team jerseys? I guess we could, but it seems like it's too hot for that, though. I get hot.
It's a bit too hot for me. Yeah. No.
Yeah, I'm not going to wear a jersey, but I will have a shirt of some kind.
I'll wear my Cardinals hat.
I am going to go scope out the situation here in the next couple of days, and if it's nice and cool inside, I might wear a jersey. If not, then no. Like Randy, I'll just wear my Colts hat. Let's see. Bala51 says, "Oh, I would totally pick listening to the blender while drinking a freshly blended, nice bunch of booze." Nice try. Straight to Rain says, "I'll take Supreme Meteorologist with extra cream, please." Boomer Sooner says, "Thunder and lightning. Oh, me, oh my. Ouch. Oh, bleep. What's that all about?"
Yeah.
Fish Tank says, "Amazon should have used the weather report music Randy uses." Yeah, it's
You
better.
think so?
It is
So-
better. You're right.
So that's the Amazon thing right here. That's the Amazon thing there. And then could shut that off. And then I could go over here to the weather forecast music. Thursday Night Football on Amazon. Yeah, this is way better.
It is, but don't give it to them. That's yours.
No, hell
That's
no.
your weather music.
Yeah, it's my weather music. You
They
can't
got to
have
pay
it.
us billions to
Oh,
get
yeah.
that.
Easy. Billions, easy.
Hefty Lefty says, "You know what hot weather means? Tarps off, boys." That's right. We're going to all pull off our shirts. We're going to go around shirtless. Yeah.
No.
No. Hefty Lefty. I guess not happening.
No.
Big George says, "Randy, you sound like you're speaking from experience, and you said you don't stand outside watching lightning because you might get struck."
Yeah, well, I don't like to talk about this story, but there was a ball game years ago. I was in my catcher's gear, unfortunately, and my best friend Steve Hickman was standing by me with an aluminum bat. I don't want to go into the details. I just recently got over the nightmares.
Dear Lord.
Sounds incredibly traumatic.
But
Just
know we all want details.
Fortunately, I had catcher's gear on. That's all I have to say. Human bones can be dangerous when they're in flight.
that is somehow less information. Even though you used words, I feel like I know less than when you started talking.
I don't want to go
Say your friend exploded.
I don't want to go into details.
But see, now all right, listen, the thing with Tom Brady was none of our business, I guess. But
he was practicing his swings, and
the story?
we were going out, and just human bones can be dangerous in flight.
So I'm guessing that this man is no longer with us.
I can't elaborate any further. I just told you, Jeffrey. I just got over the nightmares just recently.
I don't believe you.
Well, if Steve Hickman was still around, he would verify my story.
Yeah, write down Steve Hickman, and I'm going to Google later.
He was my buddy. We played Little League baseball together.
Oh, so was this in Little League? So you were children?
Mm-hmm.
In 1940s?
Oh, no.
All right.
No.
Jagdog says, "Sounds like that Amazon theme there. Sounds like a fifth grader's band rehearsal."
No, come on now.
I don't think
fifth graders do better.
No, I don't think the instruments were played poorly. I just
they were. No, right there in the intro, you heard like somebody just messed up a note. You could hear it. It's like
so somebody hit a clunker at the very beginning of this thing.
It played that intro, the very the quiet intro part.
Let me. Okay, hang on. Just
turn that up, and you'll hear the note I'm talking about.
See if I can get this pulled up here. I don't hear a blonk.
You'll hear it.
I don't hear a blonk here. Hang on.
While you get that.
I didn't hear a blonk there.
No, you stopped it before it happened. It's coming. Oh, you hear it right there?
There it is. Yeah.
Right there at the
that's
end?
sharp.
You're saying
that So someone was too sharp on that there. Unless she arranged it that way, in which case, why?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a mistake. Against the Spread says, "I thought the NFL Network was carrying Thursday Night Football still. So if you get the NFL Network on YouTube, you still get to watch it, right?" I don't know about that. Somebody should look that up, not name me. Twitty says, "I think a remote controlled golf ball would be a lot of fun with a puppy or a kitten." Oh, You are so right.
With a puppy or kitten, yes, but on a PGA Tour playoff event, no.
My dog Buddy would love that.
Yeah.
I got to get one. Somebody send me a link on where to get one. Fish Tank says, did you hear that, Jeffrey? Randy said Mr. Struck by Lightning was his best friend. Oh, no, that did not go past me at all, Fish Tank. Did not go past me at all.
No, I said Steve Hickman.
Was your best friend?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Little League. Aluminum bat.
Not awkward at all. It's fun.
I didn't say struck by lightning. I said human bones in flight are dangerous. It's a good thing I was wearing my catcher's gear.
Somebody exploded. That's what it sounds like. Somebody exploded.
I didn't say that. I said human bones in flight are dangerous.
Sounds like that song, Human Bones in Flight, Afternoon Delight. So let's talk about Aaron Rodgers. Now, he called out his receivers and he was like, hey, these guys got to start doing better because if you're playing like that, you're not making the team. And somebody else came up and they're like, Aaron Rodgers skipped the OTAs. I wonder if this squad would play a little more cohesively, a little bit better together had they had that extra time with Aaron Rodgers back then. And he says, no, not at all. I say, yeah, you would. Trust me, they would get to know your rhythms better. Their quirks and stuff better. You would be in a much better place right now. He's, camp was a long time. Okay, well, guess what? You could be in a better situation right now if you hadn't been off, snorting, weird crap off of frogs' bellies to get high.
Mushroom tea.
Same thing. And instead, maybe he showed up at the OTAs like a Tom Brady would. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that he is disingenuous because there's no way he believes what he's saying, that skipping OTAs had no effect on how those young receivers are doing right now, especially when you got young guys who are not fully formed like Devontae Adams. You think you'd want to give yourself every opportunity to get the most out of your guys before the season starts.
I'm not an Aaron Rodgers guy. I'm not a fan of Aaron Rodgers. Don't get me wrong, but I just want to throw into play here. He's back-to-back MVP.
But his wide receivers are not ready. You know who helped him get back-to-back MVP? The guy who's no longer in the team. Without Devontae Adams, he would not have been back-to-back MVP.
I get it. I'm just throwing it into play.
I didn't say he's bad. I'm saying more time with your receivers for them to serve you would have been better.
And I agree, because that's what the sentiment that the receivers are saying is, he's the quarterback. He's clearly got the influence of the locker room. So they're just trying to follow his lead. But when people ask them, hey, what's going on? Aaron Rodgers calling you guys out. They're agreeing. Yeah, we got to step up. We got to play better. We got to hang on to the football. But we're just trying to see what he wants, understand the chemistry, that timing between receiver and quarterback. And when, you've got certain looks that a defense gives you, you both have to agree on the route that the receiver is going to change his route to. If it's an option route or something like that, you got to practice that. That you can't, there's no way, Romeo Dubes, for instance, who's been playing pretty well, but there's no way he could know what Aaron Rodgers wants without that timing.
So are you guys saying that in OTAs, they're running these routes in OTAs?
Yeah.
They're running Sorry, Jeffrey.
Even if they're not running the routes, getting a sense of the rhythm of the player, that is an important piece of time to have with a receiver. Got to get in the right mindset together. So are they doing official routes the way the coach wants yet? Okay, maybe not, because the coach may or may not be there. That's why a lot of these wide receivers in the off and quarterbacks get together in the off season whenever they can to throw the ball, get used to each other. And I'm sure that they hey, run that one route that we, do this one thing and get that timing and thought process down. And then I'm sure that they do run routes and they don't, the quarterback's like, I'm not going to tell you what's going on. I'm going to pretend like I got a situation of the defense. You run your route and then run your adjustment. And then, we'll see what happens. I absolutely believe in OTAs. Tom Brady is doing just that. I think a lot of other quarterbacks are doing that. And, I know that who said, Mr. Pringle said the same can be said for Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray was sitting out for money. Aaron Rodgers was just out because he could be. But in the past, Kyler Murray has done OTA work and off-season work with his receivers.
And yeah, look, if you want to skip the OTAs, there are plenty of good reasons for that. Like, I'm getting up there in years. I wanted to take all the time to rest. But what you can't say is it doesn't matter. It doesn't change anything. Of course it does, because timing and chemistry matter. And to your point, Randy, look, there are 9 basic routes. You got to know what everybody looks like running those routes. That's part of it.
So you guys think that that OTAs give them that far of a head start?
In a normal season with players that you're already used to, you probably don't need that. But Aaron Rodgers knows these guys. He doesn't even know who his top receiver is going to be yet. He, at this moment, doesn't completely know, because a lot of these guys are still adjusting, still trying to figure it out. If they had that time in the OTAs, by now he'd have a clear picture of what he was up against.
There are guys that don't need it. The tight end Robert Tonyan, Alan Lazard. They've already played with Aaron, but you've got some young guys coming in here, and also Sammy Watkins, who wasn't here before. Romeo Dubes is a young guy that they hope can become a receiver that's useful for them, but he's young, so he doesn't have that experience with Aaron. He hasn't played with them before, so they're all trying to catch up. And yeah, that little extra time could matter that much more.
Pringle says Aaron Rodgers has turned pedestrian wide receivers into very good receivers in his career. Kyler has just pouted. Well, that is true, but Davante Adams was never pedestrian. Some of the other guys there, yeah, I'll give you that. But you can't get into a rhythm of turning a mediocre wide receiver good if you don't have Davante Adams as the release valve to make sure that you can still win a game. Without Davante Adams, the frustration would have gotten so great with Aaron Rodgers trying to turn mediocre wide receivers great that he probably would have just left the game a couple of years ago. Hefty Lefty says those young receivers get drug tested too, much to be on the same wavelength as Aaron Rodgers. It's a good point. Yeah, they can't be on the same drugs as him.
They know they can't, but the league can't test for the ayahuasca. They've already said that.
Do they want to?
They'd love to, but they can't.
Next year they will. Vala 51 says maybe this is why the Packers always seem to get out of the gate slow and lose games in September. Well, they can't seem to get over themselves in playoffs either. Boomer Sooner says, guys, it's very frustrating for me. I played high school, junior college, 4-year college football. You couldn't complain about okay. What are you going with that, Boomer Sooner? I'm just going to stop you right there because I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Against the Spread says, when I was a kid, 2 golfers got killed at Wing Park in Elgin, Illinois. They were under a tree. By the way, Elgin, Arizona is the fake Elgin. They renamed the town after the watch factory moved to Arizona. Well, there's a lot going on in that text.
Wow. A lot of information.
King of Kitten says, do not play with remote control toys and animals. They might eat the battery and it'll kill them.
That's true.
Well, I wouldn't leave it with him. I'd let him chase it, but then I'd keep it away from him.
I mean, that's a good point right there.
Put it up in like a cabinet or something where he couldn't ever get to it. Big George says, question for Randy White, 1580 Fanatic.
Go ahead.
What do you think about the Cardinals trading with the Buffalo Bills for offensive guard Cody Ford today with a 2023 5th-round pick? Wasn't that yesterday?
No? It was yesterday, and I think it was a good move, Big George. I think somebody that Kyler Murray's familiar with, it adds some depth to an offensive line that, quite frankly, I think is mediocre. I don't think it's one of the league's top offensive lines, and I think that it adds some depth. I'm always for adding offensive linemen. And this guy's a young guy. I still hate the fact that they traded away. What was his name?
Bob?
No, he was
Carl.
No, anyway, I hate that they traded that guy away. But they brought in a 25-year-old guy who's familiar with this offense, who's familiar with Kyler Murray, and I think it's a win for the Cardinals.
There you go. 888-368-1580. All right. So, Keon, I got to ask you, well, what's the next big, scandal about to break for the Commandos?
I don't know. I feel like it's the same scandal that's been going on about, what What punishment are they going to receive, if any, ever? I don't know.
No, there's something new is coming. There's something new because
there's a new one. I don't know about the new scandal dropping.
Well, it may give you the tell. Poker players have a tell. Like if they do this with their nose or if they raise their eyebrows, you can tell if they are going to bluff or if they got a good hand, that sort of thing, right? Well, the Commanders have a tell. And here's the tell. Here's the headline. Commanders will retire Sonny Jurgensen's number 9 in week 18. Okay.
So something is happening.
I don't think anything's happening. Because why would you wait till week 18? They're not that long. It's not a long-term. This is not a long-term franchise.
They need to just announce something so that they could try to, ooh, look at here. Don't look over there. Look over here. You know what I mean?
No, they're going into the 90th anniversary of the team.
And also let's remember they're bad at things. So they might be trying to distract from something now by announcing something that happens 18 weeks later.
Which is a good point. That this is a fair point. But no, I think it's the 90th anniversary of the team and we're close to the start of the season, and Sonny is one of the legends of the franchise. I cannot think of a new thing that is happening that I'm aware of.
Well, we'll keep an eye out for that new thing because it's coming. Mark my words, something is coming. All right, we got to take a break. When we come back, we have On This Date in Big George's sports history and a bunch of good stuff in the wheel of sports. So let's get that going. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
No one else does what I do in diamonds. Sorry if that sounds bold, but it's true, and I do it all for you. Hi, Diamond Dave Cantor, the only wholesale diamond dealer open to you by appointment. I import diamonds directly from cutters from around the world. That's right. That means you're getting diamonds direct from the source. We have the lowest overhead office of anyone in the diamond business. So we ship to clients around the world because of our low price wholesale model. We design and create your custom rings. Again, working directly means you're working with the source. No one else with 4th generation connections, direct diamond importing, and design and manufacturing works directly with you except me. And with all that, we still offer incredible one-on-one service, direct contact on my personal cell through the process, and the promise we want you to have the best diamond quality and experience in any price range.
No one else can do what Diamond Dave does. Call him today at 480-397-2450 or reach him on Instagram at Diamond Dave Cantor. That's Kantor, or visit him online at diamonddaveaz.com.
Hey guys, time to get your fantasy football on. Be part of the Daily Blender Fantasy Football League. See if your team has what it takes to take on the Blender personalities of the 4th dimension. You could win $100 from our friends at Harman Solar if you win your league. To sign up, just email me, blender@1580thefanatic.com. Blender@1580thefanatic.com. That's blender@1580thefanatic.com. Oh, wait, you should probably listen to the show too. It's the Daily Blender Fantasy Football League, only from 1580 The Fanatic.
Research shows listeners don't like it when ads interrupt their music. So to help you remember that Liberty Mutual customizes home insurance, we made this ad optional. If you want to skip this ad, remove your left earphone. Liberty Mutual customizes home insurance so you only pay for what you need.
If you're missing this informative ad, you must love wasting your cash.
It's the easy and smart way to save.
Now it's all been said, so if that earphone was out, put it back in your head.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
DQ presents. Picture this. Picture the burger of your dreams. It's on the new DQ Signature Stack Burgers menu. A lineup of 5 premium burgers, like the Flamethrower Signature Stack Burger and Loaded A1 Signature Stack Burger, with 100% seasoned real beef patties, melty cheese, and a combo of top-notch toppings and sauces galore. This dream burger is calling your name. But it isn't a dream. You're ordering at the DQ drive-thru. The DQ Signature Stack Burgers lineup. Try it today. DQ. Happy tastes good.
Are you a planner? Do you like to plan ahead? Then, of course, you already have a plan to call Harman Solar, right? Bruce Jacobs here. It should be at the top of your list to get solar now and enjoy huge savings next summer. Up to 85% on your monthly bill with 0 down and no payments for 12 months. Then you can plan what to do with all that extra money. Harman Solar is a family-owned, women-owned, local company that uses top-of-the-line equipment. Call Harman Solar 800-281-3189 or go to harmansolar.com.
I'm here to tell you about a technological shocker. Believe it or not, you can listen to us on your smart speaker.
That's shocking.
Wow. What a world we live in. All you have to do is say, listen to 1580 The Fanatic.
It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. Eddie V just sent a picture of a freeway sign. Caution, blowing dust, rain, wet road. I don't know where the hell that is, but yeah, monsoons, I think, is a nightly occurrence, or pretty much, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And there's a lot of activity going on right now, especially out in the Northwest Valley. That's happening right now. Yeah.
Eddie V's got a very clean windshield, because just a great picture. And I think I see either a tornado or a dust devil over there, just right off the distance there. I don't know if he knew he was catching that, but dude, be careful out there driving. Don't be taking pictures driving. 888-368-1580. Now, I got a lot of stuff on the wheel of sports, so let's go ahead and get right to it, shall we? Or is there something else I needed to do?
No, I think this is it. Yeah.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time now for On This Date in Big George's Sports History. Back in the year 1936, Bob Feller, at the only age of 17, made his first major league start for the Cleveland Indians. In the game, Feller, nicknamed the Heater from Van Meter, struck out 15 batters in a 4-2 victory over the St. Louis Browns in Municipal Stadium. Feller came one short of the American League record set by Philadelphia Athletics' Rube Waddle in 1908. I just read that because I like the name, the Heater from Van Meter.
I would have thought you would like the name Rube.
I like
Waddle.
Rube too. I like Rube Waddle, but the Heater from Van Meter, I like the way that sounds.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
they had the names back in the day, man.
We had a nickname that rhymed with my Jeffrey O'Brien. I mean, of course, it's Bob Feller. That's a cool enough name by itself.
Oh, yeah.
Heater from Van Meter.
Yeah,
So
that's a cool. I also whenever I look back at the guys back in the day, I think the nicknames were just better.
Oh, yeah.
Like most
nothing
nicknames
rhymes with Springs, right?
Springs.
Well, Colorado Springs. So
yeah, I don't know.
That's where that's where you were born, Colorado.
Yeah,
Colorado
Wings,
Springs.
stings.
The wing from the Springs.
Yeah,
You're pretty fast.
Yeah. Where were you born there, Keon?
Georgetown, Guyana.
I bet we can find something for Guyana quicker than you can for Springs.
I already found it for the Springs. I already found it for the Springs and the wings from the Springs.
Yeah. What about for Tucson?
Vomit from Tucson.
Meth free since whenever you left. So when you get the Heater from Van Meter, that ain't bad. That ain't bad at all.
That's pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
I just think most nicknames now are just a guy's initials and is whatever number he wears, or if he's like the second or the third, then that's the nickname. It's really boring.
Well, since we couldn't come up with any good ones, I mean, the wings from Colorado Springs ain't bad, really. It's pretty good. Thank you.
Wings from the Springs.
Wings from the Springs. And that way, what we need to do is think of one for Randy and Keon next.
No.
We don't have to do it right now.
Mine was the Stick. Because I struck out a lot. They called me the Stick.
Oh, that's not good. Don't call him the Stick.
Yeah. And the guys used to call me the Stick.
Triple,
Triple
no. We'll
K.
call it something good.
Sometimes you call me Triple K.
Yeah, you don't want Triple K.
Golden Sombrero. Yeah.
They should never call you Triple K. You don't want that ever.
In batting practice, I would practice my home runs trot. My coach said, "You'll never use it. So why are you doing? What are you doing? Just get in the outfield and shag balls."
What was this? Wait, I want to rewind a bit. What was the sombrero about?
Golden Sombrero is when you strike out 4 times in a game.
The golden sombrero.
0 for the game. You're wearing the sombrero.
The
golden sombrero.
You wore it a lot, then I take.
Maybe.
Well, but later on, you turned into a fine player.
Well, I did in the softball. I matured a bit in the non-pro league. I was pretty good. The non-pro league.
They cut Michael Jordan once too. So don't feel bad.
High school ball. My coach one time saw me taking batting practice. Says you have the best swing in baseball. You just can't hit the GD ball.
Wow.
You look good striking out.
Hefty Lefty says, my nickname in school was Fat. Oh, and he says, they don't have enough alliteration in nicknames nowadays. That's what I'm saying. We need more alliteration.
Oh, yeah.
We have plenty of illiterates, just not enough alliteration.
We need more nicknames.
Swave Dave says, hey, guys, please give a shout out to my wonderful wife, Catherine, and pour us both a drink for our 20th anniversary. Wow,
Oh,
congratulations.
Congratulations. There you go, Catherine. Congratulations, I think.
Yeah,
Sweet Dave,
well,
good for you.
They are meant to be. He says we've known each other for about 35 years, and third time being together was a charm. Yes, I'm part Irish. So Swave Dave, so you guys were on again, off again until the last time where it's been 20 years together. But still, that's amazing. That's congratulations, Swave Dave and Catherine.
Good
Should
for
we
you.
call her Swave
Congrats.
Catherine? Swave Catherine.
No.
Why? What does Swave even mean? I don't remember.
Swave Dave.
I don't know.
Swave. You know, it's sort of
It's
like
like
suave.
Yeah.
Well, she could be Swave Catherine. Why? I mean, why can't
Can
she
a girl
be?
be suave? Come on.
She can. It's just
Why not?
Swave rhymes with Dave. I don't know.
Oh no, it's not even a real word. It's not a Scrabble word. I'll tell you that.
Uh-oh.
My Scrabble dictionary, but it does mean smoothly, though often superficially gracious and sophisticated, smooth in texture, performance, or style. But don't try to play that in Scrabble because Scrabble says nay to the Swave. 888-368-1580. So let's do this. I promised a big old wheel of sports. Let's deliver, Randy. Spin that wheel.
Your wish is my command, oh great leader.
If only that were true. All right. So, okay. How about this? Remember Sister Jean?
Yes. Yeah.
Sister Jean is not my lover.
Layla Chicago. Oh,
She's just
tell
a
you what.
girl that says that I am the one.
The kid is not my grandson.
Yeah.
Or great grandson. Anyway, so
Could
here's
be.
the thing about Sister Jean. She's 103 years old.
How about that?
She celebrated her 103rd birthday, and now for her trouble, she got a train station named after her.
What?
Yeah, the governor of Illinois says, "Sister Jean, you're a role model to us all, inspiring us to love our neighbors and build strong communities." Politician talk. I'm thrilled to be part of your 103rd birthday. And she's like, who the hell is this? But she says that now they're going to call it the Sister Jean CTA Plaza.
Nice.
Well, good for her.
Train station.
Yeah, good for her.
So I've been like, until you chisel my name in some sort of granite sign at the train, then I'm not believing you because I'll die. And then like 3 years later, it's named the Scottie Pippen, ugly cry, train plaza.
Yep. You're right.
But yeah, there's a sign there. It says home of the world famous Sister Jean. So that's nice.
Excellent.
Yes. It's
103 years gets you a train station named after you.
You think she'll come out to the games again this year?
If she's able, I'm sure she will.
I think so. Yeah.
She's my celebrity pass, by the way. My wife says if there's ever an opportunity for me and Sister Jean, she's okay with it. The problem is she's a nun, so I ain't gonna get none. All right, because she's a nun.
See what you did there.
Let me spin the wheel.
Yeah, spin the wheel. So let me just preface this by telling you, cornhole is not a sport.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But even though I guess there is some sort of a controversy, some sort of a scandal in cornhole, the issue is players, I guess, get to bring their own bags, right? But the bags have to meet certain size and weight criteria, like bats and baseball and such. But beyond that, nobody was really checking other important factors. I guess you can't have loose stitching, you can't have replaced fillings or doctored fabric. Those things, I guess, are important. But the Cornhole League of America and the American Cornhole Organization are the two different places. Now, in the ACO, your bag has to be filled with plastic resin beads. In the ACL, the filling can be anything that doesn't damage or create residue on the board. Bored yet? I'm bored. But here's the thing. Bags get broken in naturally the more they're used, but it's not fast enough for some players who illegally resort to fabric softeners or other chemical treatments. Why is that a thing? Who cares?
Fabric softeners?
I guess. Another issue is bag manufacturers are flooding the market, paying big bucks to be licensed by pro leagues, so they're not really being held to rigorous standards. So they're saying the money coming in from manufacturers for licensing is substantial. So why rock the boat implementing additional compliance? It seems like this whole thing could be easy to fix, right? You just inspect everybody's bags. Okay, that didn't sound right.
No.
I don't want my bags inspected. But if you do that at the beginning of every tournament, you okay, we're good, or oh no, this is no good. But that's what's going on.
Pass.
Yeah.
No pass.
Mm-hmm. I think cornhole is ruined by just the fact it's not a sport.
I agree.
It should not be anybody.
I agree.
Professionally doing anything.
Just play it in your yard. Oh, yeah.
Kiss the Cook says, can't get none, can't have none, don't want none. Last Optimist says, stole my wife from a nunnery. Eddie V says, you can sue someone if they accuse you of acting drunk. Have you guys been sued yet? What are you
Many
talking
times
about?
Many times over.
Nick Kyrgios, a Wimbledon fan, to take legal action. Okay, that's something I'll have to read and we'll talk about tomorrow. Looks interesting. Hefty Lefty says, that old bat, Sister Jean, is still rolling around, huh? Good for her. I don't know if I'd call her an old bat.
She's not an old bat. She's a very nice person.
Wait, this can't be over. I got more stuff in the wheel.
Sorry, Jeffco.
Guess I'll have to wait till tomorrow.
Contract states we have to get off the air at a certain time every day.
Yep. I really pushed for that to be in there too.
I know you did. Yeah. Pretty soon we'll be off even earlier. I mean, come on.
Talk about Mondays and Thursdays. Oh, we're ending the show.
Oh yes, Mondays and Thursdays.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I love Mondays and Thursdays. Of course, when the time change happens, we're going to be off at 5:30. Why do you think I'm hoping so hard for time change to never happen again after this next spring?
I know, right?
They passed the law. When do we know for sure? All right, guys. See you tomorrow at 3 p.m. It's a Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Hey, I'm Jackie, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit